live? We're live.
I know.
Hello and welcome to Blackwater D&D, the only show where we dual cast mending, the most overpowered spell in the game. Matt, would you like to speak on that?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is about mending is it's really open to interpretation, and it's really about the how the DM feels about mending. And
we know Tim's a cool DM, so.
except about sewing on buttons.
This is the thing. Just before we went live,
mending.
There's a big argument about when you mend a shirt, like obviously all the rips and whatnot fix, but if a button has come off, does the button re-sew? Now, no one's saying it just makes a new button to put it on. But if you find the button, and it has to be the original button, if you find the original button and put it where it was, and the thread that held it there is still there but broken,
and you gotta have to put that thread through the loop. You gotta loop it.
You're saying you can't just put the button up against the broken
top?
thread?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hold
Why?
on.
Because that's not a button in its natural state. Isn't just on a shirt. A button is just a button.
Sorry, where is the natural state for a button?
The string is what you're mending. You're not mending the button. You're not mending the shirt at that point. You're mending the string that
free
fastens
range,
the button
free
to the
run
shirt.
buttons myself. That's kind of
I like them to have space to like roam and like.
Yeah, happy buttons. You know,
You guys are so nice with your buttons. I have a hamster ball for my button.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Kokanee shirt. What about all that? Oh, I guess that's on his jacket, not his shirt. No, he's got like a little collar of like a golden, what I assume is lace. It must be lace.
Original
what if it's
button.
Velcro, Tim? What if you have a strip of Velcro and it's come off half, but it's still on? Would that reattach?
No.
What if the button's gotten loose, Tim? 2 of the 4 holes have come undone. Does that repair?
You can mend the string. You can mend the string so it's back on.
Tim? See, this is what we're talking about.
Because
I put that button where the string is, that string's not just going to fill that in.
You're not casting sew. The cantrip sew.
But like, what is sewing really?
I think that's a good cantrip, actually. So
I would like to claim right now the second original button. When I rap, that will be my name.
Yes. I feel like
Original button,
Kokanee would have picked up both. I mean, when he would do a cast mending, he would do all that, but like I feel like he'd know how to sew. I feel like most people know how to sew. I'm like, if you have a big enough cut, or like, I feel like you're just like in a cure, like you just again.
That's what I'm saying. He just carries around a little bag of buttons, and he sews.
I don't have any buttons on
Who wants
any
to
of my
rap
stuff.
with me and be
That's
called
what I
little
don't
bag
see.
of buttons?
We've
Who
never
wants
seen
to be
the back
my?
of
What, you think I've just got like
Duo.
on the back of my shirt just like
Secret
15 buttons all the way down the back?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
His mage
it's a
armor is just a bunch of invisible buttons.
It's a back buttoned shirt.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have some of those. They're nice.
Now,
If
if we were mending Finn's shirt, it would be a nightmare because that's so many buttons.
And so many
buttons.
sequins.
Clasps. Don't even get me started on clasps.
Or like, I feel like the back of Neppy's robes would just be like button, like so many buttons.
toggles. Are we talking toggles or buttons?
Or like just embroidery, just mending. How does one mend embroidery? You just can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, can you mend
have
art,
to
too?
re-embroider.
Can you mend a heart? A broken heart.
You can mend the canvas. Like art, you could mend the canvas. So the canvas would come back together, but the original artwork would be gone. There would just be a space.
It's devastating.
A blank. The canvas would be blank in that space.
Cody, roll that intro.
Cody, I think we've got a clip of our intro. Could you roll that?
When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
And
we're back.
What else you want to mend, huh? What else you want to mend?
I mean,
My
I
broken
feel like
heart.
I'm gonna throw up some announcements before we.
Can
you
tie
mend
my
teeth?
shoelaces with mending? Do you think?
I'm gonna get into announcements before this
You
gets
can
weird.
you can mend the shoelaces, but not the aglets. You have to glue those babies back on.
Tim, everyone knows
actually a cursed item.
hair is not alive. If I do a bad haircut and take all the hair on the floor and put it back on my head and mend, can I put it back together again?
Oh my god. A big thank you to our sponsors. Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary, and Silverwing Armory selling
if I burn the woodworking, can I mend it?
Paper products for I'm gonna keep going for all your RPG gaming needs. Check them out, and if something tickles your fancy, enter the code Blackwater at checkout. Sean and I are showcasing our spell trackers that we got from Legendcraft as part of one of their recent Kickstarters. So if you are interested in backing some of Legendcraft's Kickstarters, take a look and follow them on Instagram and all of that kind of good stuff. Also, if you missed out on the trackers and you want to get involved with this, I think you can order those through their site probably over the next little while. And you can also get the Blackwater logo on the back, which is pretty great. And you can get some text in there. It's all good. So keep your eyes posted for that. They also have some new Kickstarters coming over this summer. So those are going to be exciting. I think Tim's been involved with one. Matt's been involved with one. Is very exciting. Love, as always, to our dice goddess, Keisha. Check her out at fairydragon_dice. Her commissions are open, so DM her for all your beautiful clickety-clackety needs. She creates custom dice based on your character. Tim has one based on Sarasite. This is Neppy's, based on all of her pretty colors. It's so good. If you want pictures of them, head on over to our Instagram and go take a look there. Our campaign artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic. You can find her at misk._Marston on Instagram. She is responsible for all of the art that you see everywhere. She's our campaign artist for this campaign and beyond. We love her. She's just the best, and works so dang hard. And is also very much one of those people that is like, if the story changes, she's like, well, the art has to reflect that. So you'll see that Callie now has new hair. So that's a new update, which is very exciting. So if you want to get art done by Tiana, please message her on Instagram. Her commissions are open, but she only takes 4 to 5 a month because she's very busy. So go get in there before they close again. Our Discord is an amazing, wonderful, lovely place. Type !Discord to find a link and come hang out. But while we're streaming, hang out here in the Twitch chat because that's where all the cool kids are. A big thank you to those of you who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your subscriptions because they don't roll over every month. You can also sub with your Amazon Prime. You get 1 free Twitch sub every month. If you would like to donate above and beyond your subscription, we also have a coffee. So you can type !Donate to head on over there. We've had a couple donations come from folks, and those all go towards like equipment upgrades, stuff to keep a stream running, and bigger projects that we have coming on in the future. So thank you very much for those. And for those of you who show up to the stream every week, like, this is the best. Having you folks here to join us is just amazing, and we're so grateful to have you with us. Want to know what else is great? Lore Club. Do you want to get involved in chronicling the history of our campaign from the very beginning? You do, because our amazing mod, the New Experience Network, has set up an unbelievable community lore project. So type !Lore in the chat, and you'll find a link to the Google form to get in contact with him. Jen.
And he also has his own stream. He started streaming again today, and he made affiliate. What a pleasant time. Y'all should go follow the New Experience Network. Very chill.
We love the New Experience Network. He has been a part of our community for a very long time, and he's one of our Twitch mods and one of our Discord mods. We are so happy to have him with us, and more about him in just a second, actually. But before that, Len, what are you doing this week on your channel?
Muted. Am I unmuted now?
You're unmuted.
You're good.
Okay. Tomorrow I am streaming for 12 hours. Be online. I'm celebrating hitting 300 followers on my channel. So
and you're almost at like 400 too, right?
I know, I'm really close to 400, which is wild.
That's amazing.
So I'll be streaming from 10:30 to 10:30 tomorrow. And then I'll be on the normal days, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, next Sunday.
Amazing. And if you don't follow Len's channel, one of our mods will put it up in the chat. Please go over and give them a follow. Their channel is a very wholesome, lovely place. They stream variety games, and it's just a lovely time. Yeah, it's very good. So, programming for this week, we are back on Monday, of course, with Chatwater, where we are actually welcoming Lore Club Captain himself, the New Experience Network, as our special guest to talk all things. I know, we're very, very excited to talk all things Lore Club and how the Sean and Yanis are going to be getting ready for the Chatwater Quiz Bowl. It should be a delightful time. Lore Club is involved. If you would like to get involved with the Chatwater Quiz Bowl and submit your questions for Sean and Yanis as part of some lightning round that we'll have going, get in touch with the New Experience Network and he will set you up. On Wednesday, we are back with character development, answering your questions. This month, we are going to be doing some tarot for Dear Yana, because we have not done that yet. We did Callie's tarot a couple months ago, and we will be doing Yana's tarot this month. If you would like to submit an anonymous question about life, the universe, D&D, or anything in between, please type !survey and head on over there for our anonymous question submission. It is myself and Jen and Len, and we sit down and we just chat all things life. Mental health obviously comes in all the time because we care about you and we interact with the chat and have a delightfully good time. And then, of course, on Saturday, we're back for our main campaign. So lastly, if you're new with us tonight or whether you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. We love you immensely and we are so, so gracious to have you here at our table with us. We hope you feel really, really welcome. Now let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Tim, take it away.
There we go. Now I'm unmuted. All right. So last week, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Blackwater set out on their journey to the Gloomspire after spending a day at the monastery of Gloomtharan, making new friends and, in Neppy's case, reconnecting with a former high priestess. The journey started off relatively quietly. They managed to quietly get to the edge of the forest of the Vandor with their help from a guide. As they pressed ahead in the forest, they passed a throne with a crown being worshipped by skeletons and the haunting sound of laughter, which turned out to be a grim jester who was alerted to their presence a little while later by a flock of owl-like creatures. The ensuing fight was a difficult one as the jester swapped places with Yana, disguising them both with a powerful illusion. And when Callie fell unconscious, a cruel joke was played as the attempt to heal her was perverted and led to her death. They managed to dispatch the jester, but were left reeling. And that is essentially where we pick up, as you've brought Callie back to life. And I believe you'd set up the mansion for the night. Mm-hmm. So that is where we pick up.
We've all gone inside the mansion at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is everyone all right? Yana?
No, but I will be. Thanks for figuring it out. Wasn't sure if you were going to kill me or not there.
Is Clack inside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And has Bast come inside as well?
Yes.
Okay, good. I would look towards Bast. Mashrate, please make yourself comfortable. Our abode is yours.
Kind of nods, and you watch as the panther kind of turns into a small house cat and kind of pads up the stairs.
Callie, how you doing?
I'm just tired. A little bit achy. I go lay down, probably.
We should probably all get some rest. Yeah, barely a day into this jungle, this forest. Sorry. We've got a while to go before we reach the base of the range. To try and capitalize on the daylight tomorrow morning.
Right on.
Callie, I'll walk you upstairs.
Okay.
So I would walk Callie upstairs. And like just before we get to her room, Kelly, what's the last thing you remember?
Laughing. Hurting. Like a lot. And then I knew I had died because when I land I'm in the Feywild. Where my order is in the Green Chapel.
Yeah.
And Melora's there. And I get closer to her each time. So and then I'm pulled back out of it. And it's what I know we have to call Kamea.
Yes. I'm glad Kokini was so close.
Yeah, me too.
Do you want to know what happened while you were out?
Yeah.
You and Yana had both fallen, and we figured out, of course, that the jester was not Yana. Had turned our attention towards that. You were unconscious, and I tried to heal you, and it took my magic, and it killed you.
Oh.
I've never had that happen before.
Your magic being used against you like that. Or
I've had my magic used against me, but I've never had the will of her grace. Utterly perverted as such. It took my life transference, and it took the energy I gave from myself towards you, and it killed you with it. So I'm sorry. I know I have nothing to apologize for, but I cannot help but feel responsible. If I had been closer or had healed you sooner, that would not have... I mean, I don't know. He could have used that any time on any one of us, but it just happened to be me, and it just happened to be with you. So I'm sorry.
There it goes. Elend's power just went out, which is why they've been frozen for a second. So apologies, stream. Our boxes are probably mixed around. We'll pop in an extra box here and fix that.
Yeah, give me one sec here.
Until it comes back.
Oh boy. Yeah, well, we'll pause there with Neppy and Callie.
Can mending fix Lennon's power?
Oh, Tim,
yeah, if you can, but you have to touch the live wires.
Oh, you jumped one in, Matt? Great.
Yeah.
Okay. They're saying their power is back on, so hopefully they'll jump on. Oh, double Matt in the meantime.
I like this a lot. We never get to see Matt from below.
I don't know if Matt from below is like a good shot though. I might just
see he's
put
mending
this in a bag.
Just like
he's
that.
mending it. That's
dual casting. We're just gonna put this bad boy in a bag.
He's dual casting Matt.
Dual matting.
Dual matting. Well, why don't? Yeah.
I'd like to think that like while Neppy is like apologizing and like bearing her heart out, Callie is just so tired that she's like, she like sits down in the bed and then just kind of like passes out because they died earlier that day. And Nebby's like, I'm so sorry. And like tucks her in and like.
Absolutely.
Well, if y'all are doing anything else downstairs, I'm sure Len will want to potentially respond when they get back on. But you guys go, and we'll pick back up afterwards. If there was anything you wanted to do.
Anything else before everyone would like to go to bed?
I will go to the bedroom and likely wait for the wife.
I would like to find Bast.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to be like,
check.
Oh fuck. Oh, okay, that I can do.
Fuck, can you find a house cat in Yana's house?
14. I don't think so.
You look all over the place, and you cannot find Bast.
You notice that like Yana definitely made like specific areas that cats might like, and the cat definitely didn't play with any of those. You might want to try looking. You might want to try looking for cardboard boxes or things they shouldn't be touching.
Mm-hmm. High places with.
You do find a small poo in the dojo downstairs in the sand, but it's buried. Like it's mostly buried.
That's how he's showing his dominance. It's mostly buried.
It's fine. Like it's fine. I don't need to talk to him. No, it's fine. I'm not even gonna ask Cody and Yanis's help. It's fine. I'm just gonna take the poo and be like, no, I'm not gonna take him. It's like, Cody, Yanis, someone pick up this cat poo.
And one of them just like, and its hand, like Yanis's hand, turns into like a scoop, and just scoops it up.
Great, I'm going to bed. Rude. Is he in my bed?
Yeah, he is sitting at the foot of your bed.
Fuck, I hate this cat. We've never talked about this. Letters, not a cat person. Hey, Bast. I'm just going to bed, but just absolutely, I can see you've made yourself at home, as Neppy said. You know, love that.
Like stretches, does the full cat stretch?
Love that. Just do me a favor. If either Cody or Yanis say anything to you, just let me know. They won't be in trouble. I just want to know if they talk.
Kind of like sort of shakes his head, pads by you through your legs.
Okay, good talk. Good talk. And I look to like Clack, like,
I don't know, man.
Do you know what he did in the dojo?
No, what did he do?
Dude,
Len's back.
You know, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
What
You know,
no, what did he do?
No, he's helping us out. He's being our guide. I'm not gonna say, look, it doesn't matter. We're here, we're in the Shadowfell. We just have to focus up, and that's all there is to it.
I'm gonna be thinking about it all night. And he climbs into his cot.
He did a dookie. He did a dookie in the sand.
What?
Yes, I know. Half buried.
That's
no. We
half buried.
Need him. Look, he's Neppy's friend.
You have to dig a hole 3 feet.
He's Neppy's friend. We're good.
Wait.
Just...
This is a gen question. But
yeah.
Does Clack know that because he's a good survivalman and that's what you should do when you're camping? Or does he dig a hole 3 feet before he poops in?
I
spend some time in the dojo. Find out.
I wish you were there to make an insight check.
I wish she would fail it, so it's okay.
You just people.
Whatever. I feel like I'm appropriately tired now. Oh, what a night! And we go to bed.
Len, what was the last thing you heard?
Actually here. Am I here right now?
Yeah, you're here. You're here. Welcome to the internet.
Real life.
Yeah,
Welcome
this is
back.
real life.
Can I just say, I actually thought I died for a second because everything in my house, we were talking about death, and then literally everything in my house went pitch black, and I live in a basement suite, so I sat in darkness for a second, and just everything was gone. And then it all came back on. Okay.
I think that's what Revivify is like.
It was bad. I didn't like it.
What was the
whatever
last
that
thing?
was.
What was the last thing that you heard?
I heard we were talking about how I died. And And then we were talking about the magic, and you were saying that you had had your magic used against you, and you were talking about the healing, and then
you died.
And then I died.
And then she died.
And then I died. So.
Yeah. It's been. I know I've had my magic used against me, but it's the fact that it was that specific magic from me.
Life transference.
Yes. I suppose it can be. It could have been anyone, but it was me to you, and I'm sorry.
No. It wasn't you.
I know.
It wasn't your magic. It was something warped and changed. It wasn't you. So there's going to be no apologizing because there's nothing to apologize for.
I
know. Tim, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm just going to go off on a thing that I feel about healing magic. Yeah. And you can just be like, nope. Okay. When I'm unconscious before death, much like me feeling my own healing, I can feel other people's healing. And I know what your healing feels like because you use it quite a bit on me. And that's not what I felt. So I know it wasn't you because I know what your healing feels like. That's not what I felt.
All right.
It sucks. Mm-hmm. It's hard. I know logically you can think about it and know that it wasn't you. But I also know what you're going through right now.
I know. I had the same thing that happened with you, and I think it is simply one of the perils we face with the things that we cross, that they are aware of our power and they use it against us because that is what it takes to survive, or to be cruel and callous, to make us hurt.
I get up close. It's how I fight. It's one of the only ways I can fight. And I know I'm good at it. Like I'm a threat when I'm up front. So keeping me down or keeping me out is going to be something they're going to try and do.
Of course.
And I'm especially vulnerable here.
I know.
In my armor.
I know.
I also don't really have anything. I can't really fight from a distance. It's not something that I'm capable of. So me going down again before my armor is back on, if we get another fight, is probably likely. Because I'm not going to not go in. Because me not going in means I won't. I will try and change a little bit. I won't body block.
Please don't. I know you can take it, but please don't. And stay 30 feet from me at all times. Please. I don't care how close you go in. We're both at a disadvantage here.
Yeah.
You and I are both usually... I mean, everyone is hard to hit in their own way, but you and I usually have the benefits of armor, and we do not. And we must be careful, and we must be strategic. And if that means that you and I stay tethered 30 feet from each other at all times, then we do that.
So, I know knocking someone or feeling like you've knocked someone down is an unimaginable pain in itself. And I can somewhat put myself in your shoes and know what you're going through. And I'm here to support you and help you through that. But I also I want to acknowledge that I can't imagine what it would be like if I were to knock you down. So well, I don't know what you're going through.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Mm-mm.
And you don't have to comfort me, darling.
I'm going to.
You died today. You don't have to do that for me.
I've died twice. This is the second time dying. I'm used to it. I guess it's a feeling that it's not great, but
I think there's always a moment where I feel like I should be more. As the High Priestess of Neptisiket, I should keep my friends from dying more.
Not all High Priestesses have a friend like me.
Truer words have never been spoken.
I will do anything in my power to make sure that I am the one that goes down before anyone else.
Goddess Grace, I know. I know I can ask you to be safe, and I know I can ask you to be careful. But I'm not going to. Because they seem like pittances now. So, do what you have to.
It may seem mishmash sometimes, but I have my own strategies.
No, I would never claim to. I don't fight up close. I'm carrying my scythe with me because I'm not equipped to my armor. I've used this twice since I found it in Barnwich. I hate it. I hate being up close.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. So, I have much admiration for what you do. Now, we have to go in the morning. I'm going to tuck you into bed.
Okay.
You're going to sleep. We're going to sleep. And thank you. Just for you. I love you very much.
I love you very much too.
I would tuck her in bed.
Cute.
Give her a kiss on her forehead. And
Gross.
go. Yeah. And I would go back to Kokanina's room.
All right. Great.
I would be waiting for her in our room.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Tough day, huh?
I was going to say by that tone in your voice, you're not.
No, I'm okay. I just imagined that. I mean, I saw what happened.
Yes. Yes.
Come, lie down. I made tea.
Thank you. I feel like there is a certain weight that you and I both carry, being the clerics of this party, and also being who we are, and the fact that You are that one person for me. God, His Grace, I can't. It was enough with it being Kelly.
No.
If that had been you, I don't know. I just certainly hope it never comes to that.
Well, take your tea. Here you go.
Thank you.
Come sit in bed. I'll light a couple of incense and hold her close, and I hope it doesn't come to that. And you talk about what if it was me, and how it's hard doing what we do.
Yes.
But the upside of doing what we do and being how we are, if I were to die, I would still be waiting for you.
I know. The exact same thing would happen here. And there will come a day when you will. And it will not be the right time for me to bring you back. Or a day when I might.
But, today wasn't the day.
No, certainly not. Now, I would like to imagine that I am anywhere else but here. Tell me a treasure hunting story.
Oh.
We don't have to roleplay that if you don't want to, but I would imagine that they would just kind of sit and try and shake off the day.
All right. So you all tuck in for your long rest, and sleep comes. You wake up in the morning.
Letters has gotten up early. He's waiting for everybody to come on down. He says, "Thank you. I'm glad you're all here. I've been thinking about it all night. It happened last night. We were unprepared for it. Got to be prepared for body swapping in the future. If a creature swaps us with another body, we need to have some sort of signal that we can do it. And you might just say, doot, or we'll flail our arms. We can't guarantee that whatever switches with us is going to have vocal cords, arms, legs, anything. So we need something. Basically, I don't know what specifically, but we need some sort of code that involves either falling to the ground or like moving at the waist, because I think that's the only thing that we can guarantee. If you turn into a goo, it still needs to translate to the rest of the team. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you.
I'd like my signal to not cost me a 5th level spell slot, but it seemed like the only thing I could do.
Yana, you are blameless. None of us were ready for this scenario, but safety is no accident, and this is what we're doing right now.
I'm just trying to figure out what it would be, because I couldn't talk. Every time I tried to talk, laughing just came out of my mouth. So it can't be a word.
I think, if I may, this is what I proposed.
You may. You pitched it, so yes, go ahead.
Thank you. I just wanted to open the floor in case anyone had any brilliance. If one of us is possessed or whatever, or body swapped, you fall to the ground and do a little wiggle so your butt sticks up in the air, and then you flip over so your face is up, and you do a little crunch so your face comes up. Because also, if we see a bad thing doing that, they're probably not a threat to us. So if you ever see it,
you're proposing we act like a worm.
Well, you can't look. I can't guarantee that a worm, like vertebrates, are going to possess us.
Right.
We've come across some bad worms. So if you see
Yana leans over to Callie and says, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?"
and carry you around my pocket.
That sounds so cute.
If you see a dragon, just like suddenly drop, do a little squirm, flip, do a little squirm. Probably doesn't mean us harm. Probably is one of us. And then it's which one of us is being suspicious.
I mean, I feel like that's as good a plan as any. The only reason I could have figured it out that it was that Yana was had the visage of the jester was her spell, and that she protected Kleck.
We won't have to need that anymore. We've got the Blackwater safety squirm.
Safety squirm.
Yeah.
When in doubt, safety squirm.
Safety squirm.
If you see a potential enemy doing the safety squirm, stop, think. Has any of my comrades been acting weird lately? You know? Do I have reason to believe that this safety squirming potential enemy is one of my friends' body swap because they're doing the safety squirm?
What if we fight something that can read our minds and they find out about the safety squirm and they do it?
Well, then we cross that bridge if we get there, because that's horrible.
That's the brilliant part of the safety squirm. The safety squirm poses no threat to anybody. You're falling on your face, doing a little wormy, flipping over, doing a little. You know what? You're right. Extra step. After you do front, back, then you do left, right, and then repeat. But you pivot 90 degrees. So it's down, up, back, left, right, each getting a squirm. Then you pivot face down. Squirm, 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 squirm. Then you pivot. Yes, Yana, thank you. I encourage the rest of you to take notes.
I think we should
run drills.
Letters, can I have like a visual representation of what this will look like?
Yes, absolutely. Sean Detmer's not going to do it because framing is hard. But Letters, in complete seriousness, does the safety squirm. He does all 360 degrees.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's infallible.
We will be running drills. You're not going to know when, and you're not going to know which of the party does it, or maybe not part of the party.
All right.
This is the warning.
I will consider myself warned.
Because safety, say with me, is no
accident.
Thank you, Yana.
That was not what I was going to say, but
I was listening.
Yes, clack. Thank you.
All right. Now, if I remember Shathis saying correctly, we should probably only have about one more day of travel until we are far enough away from the wastes before the Vandor, this forest, where it could be safe for Kelly and I to put armor back on again. Now we can travel quietly. I can keep my armor off, but that can be a bridge we cross when we get there. But I think we should do everything to make as much haste as we can and move towards the city of Hekes, as we will have to navigate that to get through the mountains.
Agreed.
All right. Tim, is it one? I've gone down 20 hit points today.
Yeah.
Because this is the second day, and then every day after today.
I think this is the third day.
With Bast? No, this is only the second day with him. Because we summoned him at the edge of the forest, and we've only been.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 113, I think, and then every day after this one, I start taking 1 hit point permanently. The 10 hit points, and then the 1 hit point permanently.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
It's just 10 each time, but then when he goes away and you get your hit points back, you're just minus
the
amount of days. So it's not 11. It doesn't become 11. It's just
gotcha.
Just easier to keep track of 10 increments.
Perfect. Okay. I'm ready to head out if you all are.
Hey, Jarmer.
Hey, Jarmer. And Callie, come here. I'm gonna do my little Simba.
Verbal components of mind blank. I love that.
All right.
Call Kamea again. More frequently. It doesn't have to be right now. We just called her, but the candle's out, so she has no way of knowing if I'm up or not, and I can't call her.
We will call her every night before bed.
Okay.
I think also I realized that the only place that you all have candles is at our house, except for Kamea, who has Kelly's candle. I have an extra candle up. Aftish has a candle for me. So if I go down, please call her. She will likely not. She might be. I don't think she'll be panicking, but to save her the heartbreak, please call her.
Okay.
All right. Well, shall we? Once
Let's
more.
do it.
All right. So as you head out, you watch Bast transform back into the large kind of Black Panther, just as he walks out of the door. And you step back out into, once again, the forest of the Vandor, and you can see the kind of like inky blackness has somewhat receded a bit, and there is kind of just like a dull gray over everything. As you can see, the kind of ashen trees continue on. Sort of, it's not a very dense forest. It's somewhat spaced out, but you can see it just continues on. So you head out. I will have first off, one of you.
Are the remains of the jester still there by any chance?
We
boogied a ways. I'm not going back for it.
You headed forward.
Forgive me.
I'll have one of you roll a d12 for me, please.
Who's rolled already?
I have. Not me. Never again.
I haven't. I'll roll it.
Go ahead, Matt.
Tim. Vibe check. How do we feel about a 6?
Okay, great. All right, so you head out. You're being sneaky?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll have you all roll stealth checks at advantage because you have Bast with you.
Nice kitty.
14.
I would have guidance letters. If that is fine
not
to do
today,
now.
Satan.
It's
too late.
Kind of too late. Yeah,
okay,
he's
fine.
Has Clack rolled already?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
yeah.
shit, sorry.
He rolled pretty good though. Him and Bast both.
Not on my cleric game yet today.
I know.
Jen, I saw say something, but I didn't hear it come through.
Oh, that's
20.
20?
Oh.
15.
15?
No, mine's really good. Don't worry. I'm just making this face for fun. 11.
11? Okay. All right. And yours is 22, you said, Kogi?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out and you get probably about 3 hours or so when you come up on a bit of a clearing. The forest kind of breaks away a bit as you kind of come forward. And you can see, like, it comes up relatively quickly. Even with dark vision, this place is fairly dark, so your vision is somewhat limited. But you come up upon kind of a clearing, and you can see as you get to the edge of the clearing, you can see probably about 30 feet ahead or so, just as you watch letters kind of, you sort of step into the clearing a little bit. So you see it first as you kind of like back up a bit. But you can see there is a very large tree. It looks to be like an oak tree, but it's totally devoid of any leaves or anything like that. But you can see the kind of bark is reminiscent of an oak tree, and large kind of gnarled branches coming out. And you can see in the tree, you can see what looks like 4 bodies that have been impaled on this tree throughout the branches. You can see massive claw marks through the trunk.
Gonna hold up one of these. Someone stops because I guess I'm first. And I'm gonna like signal to like look around in case anyone has discovered us.
Tim, does this tree remind me of the tree we saw in the forest outside? The
Alderdon?
The Alderdon, yeah.
There is something similar to that tree. It is somewhat similar.
I don't know if it's just because it has things on it. Things people. creatures. But I saw a tree like this, or stuck outside the Alderdon, all separated. And it looked really sick. And there are creatures stuck and falling from it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that's why it's similar, or because your tree has links here, so maybe other trees do.
That might very well be the case. Maybe we give it a wide berth, as much wide as we can.
It was a nice tree in the Alderdon. It helped. It saved me.
That's
Do
good.
you want to talk to it? Because maybe it's like, oh, you're being followed, or something.
I don't know.
I think wide berth. Play it safe. Wide berth.
Can I, before we go anywhere, Tim, can I take a moment to see if I can hear anything?
You can make a perception check.
I'm gonna guidance myself on that one. Oh, that's very good. That's gonna be a 31.
Okay. You kind of lean your head forward, and you notice everyone's breath. It's very quiet. It's like dead silent. And you notice everyone's breathing. And out of the corner of your eye, you see this kind of flash of bright blue, 2 dots. And then in the shadow next to you, you watch as a kind of skeletal figure comes forward. And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hey Tim, do I get advantage on that initiative roll because I saw it coming? No, I'm just kidding. I'm being shitty.
I mean, you did roll a 31, so I will give you advantage.
Tim, cool.
Tim, you being a cool
very
DM?
Cool.
Tim's being a cool DM,
So
you guys.
Cool DM.
I'm gonna grab a little snacky. So can I tell you my initiative right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, what a cool DM.
16. I'm gonna go get a snacky.
All right, 25 to 20.
22.
22. 20 to 15.
17.
20. Oh wait, no. 23.
23 for Yana. Okay, so
sorry.
No worries.
I got 8.
8 for letters. All right. So the creatures are going to go first. Yeah, they roll very well, and they're very fast. You watch as out of the shadows, kind of right around you, you watch 3 other of these creatures, 4 in total, kind of walk out of the shadows, wielding these large spears, and you can see they're kind of like gaunt figure, long elven, almost elven like creatures, but the skin is kind of pulled back and desiccated, and you can see their like battle scars all over them, and they are going to attack. So the first one is going to go for you, Neppy.
Well, that's fair. I saw it.
Not cool.
That is only a 14 to hit.
Cool. That beats my armor class right now. Yeah, absolutely hits.
So you take 36 points of necrotic damage.
So that I actually don't take any of that because I'm immune to necrotic damage.
Yeah. So I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw, though.
Okay. So am I within 10 feet of Callie?
Yes. Yeah, you're all clumped together.
That is going to be 12.
12. Okay. That is a failure. So you do lose 36 hit points from your... actually, you didn't take any damage. So no, it's amount equal to your damage taken. So you don't take anything. So it goes to hit you, and you feel the blade like start to pierce you, but you can see that the blade itself almost has kind of a shadowy like aura around it, and it doesn't seem to you don't feel it pierce your skin. It's almost as if it came close to you, and then the shadows kind of lunge out, but it doesn't seem to pierce your skin.
Is it similar to what my scythe does?
A little bit different.
Okay.
All right. The other one is going to attack you, Letters.
Hell yeah.
That is a 27 to hit.
Okay. Yes.
That is a.
Aw, shucks.
That is a 29 points of necrotic damage.
Yucky. Constitution saving throw?
Yes, please.
This isn't poison, is it?
No.
Okay. That's good. Next to Callie, 24.
Yeah. So you can feel the blade pierces your skin. So it's 29 points of necrotic damage. And you can feel it almost try to drain your life force. But you managed to kind of hold it off. One's going to attack you, Callie. That's a terrible roll. That's only a 10 to hit.
No.
And then one's going to attack you, Kokanee. That is only.
There's 4? All in?
4. Yeah.
Cool.
That is a 13.
It's not.
Okay. Yeah, they've all sort of surrounded you. All right. It is then Yana's turn.
Surrounded by a bunch of bad things. Okay.
Bad gross elf skellies.
Bad gross.
What are they wearing, Tim? Are they wearing the stuff of the monks?
No, they are not. They are wearing it looks like it's armor. It's quite ornate, although it's heavily damaged. But you can see sort of metal chains. It is very kind of eloquent elven armor, it looks like.
Cool.
Tim, the creatures in the tree, do they look like these skeleton things?
Make a perception check.
That's a perception as bad. That's a 5.
It's hard to make out at this distance. You're a little bit too far away for you to get a good look.
Really nearsighted.
We got to get Yana some glasses.
Some glasses. My glasses.
Okay. Don't want to bring any light. I'm gonna cast haste on Kokanee.
Okay.
And super fast.
So he's go fast. And I will reach out to the tree and say I don't know if you're friends with my friend who is also a tree, who might be like you. But if you are, help us, please.
Okay, so you just talk. You just plead to the tree.
I just talk to the tree.
Amazing.
It's what Yana does.
All right. Kokanee, you're up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to channel divinity, turn undead.
Nice.
Ooh.
That will be wisdom saving throws on all 4 of them, please.
Let's do it like this. That is. It's a 24. That's a 19. That's a 17 and a 12.
All but the 12 succeed.
Okay. The 12 is the one right next to you.
That one must. It is turned for 1 minute. It must take its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can, and it can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only dash to try to escape from any effect that prevents it from moving.
Nice.
Yeah, so I then have still another action because I'm hasted.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go after the one that's at letters. And I'm going to make an attack with my sword.
Do it.
That'll be a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
That'll be an 11 to hit.
It does not hit either.
And that's technically my turn.
Okay, so you watch as you swing with your blade. You watch their form almost flickers as you're watching them. It kind of like flickers in and out, and you get a bit disoriented, and you just don't seem to kind of find purchase on their body. All right, it is Neppy's turn.
Okay, so we've got Neppe.
Neppe.
We've got one that's gonna turn tail and do that. We have 3 of them that are there. Guessing these sweet boys will all be immune to necrotic damage, which is lame. Super not cool on their part. So we are, you know what? Seeing what my, oh no, they're not going to be, they're going to be a higher CR than that. I am going to, I'm going to throw up is the one that's hitting me like right next to me?
Yeah.
It's in melee with me?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's rude. That's necrotic damage. That's super lame. Sorry.
It's like it's our thing.
Yeah, it's like when Tim throws stuff that it's immune to necrotic stuff at us. 2 of us just go.
And we can't set off fireballs.
Weep womp.
We can set off fireballs.
Nah.
It's just, it's a real like you got the gorillas to take care of the snakes, but now you have the gorillas to deal with kind of situation.
As a bonus action, I am gonna bring up I think a 4th level spiritual weapon, Tim.
Okay.
Because it's every 2 levels above 2nd. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to bring up a 4th level spiritual weapon at the one on me as my bonus action. So that's going to swing to hit it. That's going to be a 24.
That hits.
Cool. So that's not a lot, but it's radiant damage.
Yeah.
Don't know if that'll have any effect, but we will see. Is that plus my spellcasting modifier? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, that's pretty good. That's going to be 19 points of radiant damage on that one.
Yeah.
Does it have any effect?
Yeah. You see it
cool.
cut into its undead flesh and just kind of rend it open.
Cool. And then I am going to. There's one attacking Callie, right?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Cool. As my action, I am going to mark that one with Path to the Grave. So it overcomes any immunities. And next time it has vulnerability to all damage. So it takes double damage from anything that hits it.
Nice. The one in front of Callie.
The one in front of Callie.
Sounds good. All right. It is Callie's turn.
Yes.
We love that divine 1-2 punch.
As I'm rolling up my damage here, or rolling to hit, Mish tried to maim me when I went to the kitchen to get my snacky. I went, I got apple, I got 2 pepperoni sticks, I got like 2 little cheese things, and Mish did, as I was walking back to the desk, he pushed a knife off of the counter as I walked.
Power move.
Where's that emote when we need it?
Whose house? Mish's house.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Snack for me.
That's gonna be a 26.
That hits, yeah.
And then the other one is gonna be 25.
Also hits, yeah.
Nice.
So the first one is double damage.
Nice. We love that.
And they're undead.
I love that.
A little extra.
They are undead? Tim?
They are undead, and they are in fact undead.
Ooh, we love a little bit of undeath in the morning.
Oh, I do get extra damage on undead.
You do.
Yes. While Len is calculating up their damage for Callie, I had a message come in over Discord about my spell book. Someone asked about like how do we keep track of spells, and then I got a couple messages saying like, "Oh, Emma has a spell book. Where did she get hers from?" I got mine custom made for me from a gal. Who's local here in BC. If you look her up on Instagram, and she's on Etsy, it's Dungeon Keep. So she creates custom spell books. I had her put a little like blank sheet in the front so I could make my own little spell tracker, and then they put in like stuff for these are just the cleric cards that come with like the cleric spell cards. So if you need a spell book, I got to pick like the color of the leather, the tie, the corners. I think it ran me about $50 Canadian. So go please follow Dungeon Keep and go give them her your business. Her name is Kim and she's awesome. My little plug.
For the first one, because the first hit is more damage. How?
It's just doubled. Whatever
you roll up. Just that number will be doubled.
Okay, yes. So that is going to be let me add that doubled together.
You can just tell me the base and I can double it if you want.
I have it in my calculator.
Nice.
Do I? No, I don't. Yes, I do. So it's gonna be 36. No, sorry. God. 56 points of damage for the first one.
Nice.
And then the second one is going to be where's my cheat sheet? Where is it? It's only going to be 25 points of damage for the second hit.
25 for the second. So yeah, that's that's enough. That'll do it. Yep. That's just enough. So yeah, nice. you like rend it down from like right through the chest, and then you just cut it across, and you hear it just kind of like it lurches out this kind of like horrible gasping like scream as you just cut it down, and it just falls to the ground in a pile, like a heap of ash almost.
Tim, after that hit and knocking it down, would you allow me to point my sword against to the one that is in front of Yana?
Sure, yeah, you can. Yeah, well, there isn't one in front of Yana at the moment.
There's one in front of Neppy,
Letters, Neppy, and Callie. Although Kokanee, but the one in front of Kokanee looks terrified.
Okay, I'll point my sword at the one in front of Neppy then.
Okay. All right, it is Letters' turn.
Letters is gonna look to Kokanee and point at the scared one and be like, "Can I hit this thing, or is that going to fuck up your game?"
Now go for it. All yours.
Oh, great. I'm going to cast Steelwind Strike and tap my horns and just leap up into the air like a Sonic and just try to hit all three of these remaining boys.
Nice.
Yay.
That's going to be going... I guess Neppy and across a 20 for the one in front of Neppy, 28 for the one in front of Kokanee, and 19 for the one in front of...
You're good for all three?
Oh boy, to use that dice roller on Google, because it's a lot of dice. Dice roller, here we go, 60-10. Yes.
That's a lot
45
of dice.
points.
Across the board.
Just across the board. Let's keep it simple. And the one in front of Neppy that Callie's pointing at, I need to make a strength saving throw as I hit it with my horns, and I'm gonna land real hard against it and try to hammer it into the ground with those juicy hammering horns.
Natural one.
Yeah. So like a Sanic or one of them X-Men 2 Night Walkers. I appear right above him and just fucking power bomb him into the ground with my face protrusions of bone.
Okay. You watch as his form, you like rock his form into the ground, but you watch as that like he is unable to be knocked prone.
That's
as you see
devastating.
the legs kind of almost disappear in kind of a shadow and sort of like reappear in front of you. So
In
you
that
do
case,
slam it, but it does not fall prone.
I feel like then Letters kind of zips through him and uses 15 of his movement to stand back up again. Don't try to powerbomb them. They're impervious.
All right.
Noted.
It is back to the top. So the one of them in front of Kokanee, you watch as it looks at you and it like flickers out of existence and it teleports 30 feet away into another shadow by a tree.
Ooh.
Actually 40 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting real like Vashta Narada vibes
Yeah.
for anybody who's watched Doctor Who out there.
All right. The other ones, the one in front of you, Neppy, is going to. Yeah, you watch as it also kind of flickers out and is going to appear in front of you, Yana.
Is it like, do I get an attack of opportunity on it as it leaves?
No. It's like a dimension door.
Boo.
Yeah.
Like a spell dimension door, Tim?
No, it's just the same effect, but it's a shadow jump. It's
not cool,
it
Tim.
can travel
Yeah.
amount of feet per day through the shadows.
No, that is cool. That's cool. That's a cool thing.
That's cool.
It's a cool thing.
So it's going to attack you, Yana. That is an 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay. All right.
Boo.
So that is. $39 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
I'm resistant to that, so that's halved.
Nice.
So that's 17.
Yeah. No, 39 cut in half is 19.
19. Thank you. You need me to make a what, Tim?
Con save, please.
I'm near Callie.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't roll well. That's a 8 plus 4, 12.
Okay. So your total hit point maximum is reduced by 19.
19. Okay. I also need to make a con save for Kokanee's haste.
Mhm.
And I rolled a 1, so
Ooh.
He's stunned.
And okay, then the other one that was in front of Letters, you watch as it clocks that Kokanee is stunned, and it's going to jump through the shadows in front of you. And that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Tim, is Kelly 5 feet from anyone?
Yeah.
10 feet. I'm just checking.
Yeah, you're all kind of clumped up, so yeah, you'd be within 5 feet.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to.
This is gonna hit me then. This damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Pan back to just the night before. Kelly going, I won't body block anyone.
All right. So that's 36 points of necrotic damage to you, and I'll need you to make
half.
18.
18, and I'll need you to make a con save for me, please.
Not gonna say anything about how good or how bad I am at these. Nothing. Not a word. Ball sex. Sorry. That's gonna be a nice cheeky little 11.
Okay. So your hit point maximum is reduced by 18.
Hot. That's
Because
really
you feel
hot.
the life just drain out of you as the blade kind of pierces. It almost seems to pass through your armor and into your skin.
It's hot.
All right. That is that's their turn. So now it's you, Yana.
So it's right in front of me.
Mhm.
And is there anything by the tree right now?
No.
I'm gonna Misty Step away from it.
Okay.
To the tree.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to cast Chill Touch on that one.
Okay.
That attacked me.
All right.
So it needs to make, sorry. It needs to make a... why can't I? Oh, it's just a ranged spell attack. That's why. I'm so used to saves. I never make ranged spell attacks.
It's true.
So much so that I can't remember what my ranged spell attack is.
Plus 10.
Plus 10. Proficiency and
10?
intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Then I murder it. It's a 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So that's 3d8. Just finding my d8s. There we go.
Do you need some?
You need some? I have some.
I've
Oh
got one
yeah, I've got
here.
some D8s.
Here, we've got a bunch.
Three.
Got a bunch. Here, have some
You just
pretty
need 3.
ones.
I've got 3.
I got one.
I got
if you want.
5.
I got 5.
11
Whoa.
points of necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. And it's undead, so it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of its next turn.
Okay. You can see the damage does not seem to have any effect.
Cool, that's fine.
All right. It is Kokanee's turn.
I'm so stunned.
So stunned.
Sorry.
I'm hanging out this turn.
How long does that stun last for?
It's just one
Around.
turn.
One.
A round.
Neppy, you're up.
Okay.
Nepe.
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 Just need like a good Scottishman to come and just say nepe. There's one literally right next to me. Yes, that's still in melee with me. No,
Nope.
it
That
jumped over
one-
to
It
Kokanee.
jumped over to it jumped over to Kokanee.
Okay. My spiritual.
Wasn't that one? No, that one jumped over to Yana.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one that's next to Kokanee, though.
Mhm,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so my spiritual weapon is going to go over to the one next to Kokanee, and I'm going to take as my bonus action, and I'm going to take a swipe at that one.
Do it up.
That's going to be a 19.
19, that hits. Yep.
Great. We love when you roll poorly and it still hits. Oh, double
one more
8s.
time.
Yeah. That's going to be 21 points of radiant
Nice.
damage. And then we are going to what is that? Everything fun I have is necrotic, Tim. Actually, yeah, I am. That actually doesn't do necrotic damage. That does psychic damage. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. And something she's probably never done before. I'm going to take out my sickle. Snuff. I'm attuned to it right now. And I'm going to go after the one that's next to Kokanee.
Sounds good.
3 times she's used this thing.
This is number 3. This is the 3rd time I've ever used it.
Floor club.
Okay. That is what? It's plus 7 to hit. Okay, so that's a 22.
22 hits.
Nice.
Ooh.
So this is my sickle. It's called Snuff. And it does 1d4 slashing, 1d6 psychic. Oh, we love that. 1d4 slashing, 1d6 psychic, plus 2. I mean, that's crap. So that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Did you need me to separate anything out?
Nope.
Okay.
Both those hit.
Cool.
Nice. So yeah, as you kind of slash through it, you can see its form is struggling to kind of stay together.
Cool.
All right, it is Callie's turn.
There's one right in front of Kokanee. We
Yes,
just took
there's one in
damage.
Yep. And there's one in front of where Yana was.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me.
You killed the one in front of you. It's
in front
dead.
of Kokanee.
Oh, and in front of Kokanee. Okay. Do that attack first. Just do one at a time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
You'll love it. You'll
That's
love
a-
it when the DM says just do one
That's a
attack at a time.
27 to hit.
27 hits. Yeah.
And then that's gonna be. I think I know off the top of my head how many dice it is, but let's check. I didn't. Haha. That's gonna be, give me the damage. That's gonna be 38 points of damage.
That one is down.
Yay. Am I able to go and hit the other one?
Yep.
With my second
You
attack?
have enough movement. Yep, absolutely. So you like lop off the head of that one as again, it kind of crumples in that sort of wispy ash and falls to the ground.
Another one's by Yana?
Where Yana was, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that one then.
Yeah.
Try to hit that one at least. That's gonna be a 28.
That also hits.
And that's gonna be not as much damage, but still some.
We sing our damage here. That's how we do
it. 18 points of damage.
That will do it.
Oh,
I'm just killing him.
Yeah.
Callie's mad. Callie has killed 3 of these guys.
So good.
Nice. So yeah, how do you want to dispatch the last one?
I just want to like drive my sword right through the middle.
Nice. As you just and you feel it
twist it a little bit,
just like as it like you watch as it kind of melts around your sword in this kind of like shadowy pool down at your feet.
Nice.
Before we drop out of initiative, Letters is gonna say we got to get the last one. We can't leave a trace because it's only 40 feet away,
40
right?
feet away, yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to, because then it gets another turn. I'm going to cast Slow on it. Wisdom saving throw, please. And let's hope for the best.
All time we've been in this fight, spooky, scary skeletons has been playing in my head.
Not bad. That's a 19.
Penis is what I say to that. So that doesn't go up, and I just run towards it. And I get 10 feet away from it.
Okay. It is going to. You watch it kind of like lift up and like hover backwards 60 feet. And that's.
And I point at where it went. I say it went that way. I whisper.
All right. So it's 100 feet away now. It is Yana's turn.
Is it 100 feet away from me?
No, it's 130 feet away from you because you went over by the tree.
Back. Yikes. Okay, I don't have anything that can hit that, I don't think. Wait.
And this one hasn't been hit at all, has it, Tim?
Yes, it has.
Once. Yeah, no,
it got
hit
a
with steel
face full of letters.
Yeah.
Do I have anything that'll do anything from this far away is the question. No. I think Yana at this point would try and talk to investigate the tree now that she's right next to it, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
She would be like, and look at the tree.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to investigate the tree.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Okay. That's a 27.
27. So you can see the bodies in the tree are quite, they're pretty much like pretty desiccated, skeletal. Like some of them you can see look like they may have been gnawed on by wildlife. But they do look elven in form. You can see the armor, like what's remaining of it, looks very similar to what the armor that these creatures have. You can see their weapons are gone, but they all look like they've been mauled. Like it looks like they've all met pretty violent ends, and then like placed on this tree.
Placed on the tree, yuck.
And you can see the tree itself. Now that you're up close, you can see where there's deep gouges that look like almost large claw marks, and you can see the sap is kind of like, it's difficult to tell how long. It doesn't look that recent, as a lot of the sap around those kind of wounds in the tree have dried, but you can it's still kind of seeping in some of the areas.
Kogi, it's no rush, but could you maybe cast mending on this tree? And that would probably be her turn.
All right. It is Kokanee turn.
It's 100 feet away.
130. Yeah, 100 feet away from you. You
Sure.
can see it is flickering, like its form kind of flickers. It's difficult to kind of get a beat on it.
Sure. So I'm going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to cast the spell Silence centered on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to shoot with my action, shoot my gun, reload, bonus action, take another shot. So 2 attacks in silence.
All right. So it is at disadvantage, these ranged attacks.
So the first one is a 4 and a natural 20. So the 4 will be a 14, and I'm going to channel divinity to make that a 24.
Okay, that does hit. Yep.
The second one is going to be a 18.
18 hits, yeah.
Okay.
And
nice.
Separate any cold damage.
Okay. So I'll do the cold first. 3 points of cold.
Okay.
And 18 points of other damage, radiance and piercing. And the second one will be 11 points of cold.
Okay.
And 20 points of other damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
That will do it.
Well done.
That will do it. So
and I will drop silence.
Yeah, you watch as the Kokanee silently, you watch the bullets fly out and
Such a cool move.
cut a clear line through the trees, and you watch the creature's form just fade into dust. Now we can drop out of initiative.
Nice work, Kokanee. I just want to say nice work, everybody. Very quiet, not very bright. I think we're really getting the hang of the Shadowfell.
I am going. Sorry, go ahead. I'll go ahead after you. Go ahead.
I'm worried that whatever attacked this tree and put the things on the tree will be back. Or this is their way of being you're entering my house. Look at the decoration I put out so you don't come in. So keep your eye.
And you said when you saw this last time that it tried to save you?
Yeah. Yeah, the tree the tree dropped a dog sort of thing on the thing that was attacking me. I don't know if this tree is the same or just been used for something.
I wonder if I'm remembering what Shathis said. Because the Feywild and the Shadowfell are counterparts. I wonder if this is something that's crossed over one way or the other.
I don't know.
I don't know. Tim, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Sickles command word.
Okay.
And I am just going to, it darkens the area around us up to 60 feet. Okay. So it kind of makes everything just a little bit darker. So if that's, I don't know if that's going to be any assistance in our stealth, but I feel like at this point it can't fucking hurt. And I'm also going to use, I'm going to also extend the handle and I'm going to equip it into a scythe for the next time I need it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is everyone all right? Good.
Yeah.
So we just
keep going.
Keep on trucking.
Yep.
And let's keep an eye out for anything with big claws who'd hurt this tree.
All right.
That means someone, not me. I don't. Us wizards. We can't look out for things.
But you're so good at finding the small details.
Yeah, boy, if it's a very small thing that hurt this tree, I'll find it. But I suspect it's something very large that may be inclined to eat us.
I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open, and I'll, I guess, lead the perceptioning as we walk through, but trying to be quiet as possible.
Sounds good. So I'll have you somebody roll a d12 for me first. And then
I haven't rolled yet, so I will.
do it up.
Keisha, don't fail me now. It's going to be a 9.
A 9. Okay. And I'll have you roll a perception check.
Okay. Guidance myself on that one. That is going to be a 21.
Okay. And I'll have everyone roll a stealth check for me, please, at advantage.
Guidance on Clack.
Tim, remind me, was it advantage that we got or pass without a trace by?
No, advantage.
Advantage?
Cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Needed it.
16.
Okay.
Funny.
22.
23.
23.
17.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Clack and Bast both succeeded theirs. So Neppy, you see there is a you kind of scout ahead a little bit as like you kind of stay just a few steps ahead of the group as you're kind of searching, as you're all traveling kind of quietly through the forest. You get past the clearing and probably about 3 hours later or so, you're coming near the end of your sort of traveling day, when you can see there is a large tree that's kind of fallen over, and you can see it's like started to rot and decay, and you can see some of the trees are sort of bent over, and Neppy, you notice just a little bit of movement, very subtle, as if something was sort of just poking out from beyond the log, kind of snake back in, like behind it.
I would just do the same thing that Letters had done before. Okay. Did it look like it? So it was outside the log, and then when we approached, it came.
It was
right
like it
back
was
in.
Behind the log,
right?
And it just kind of pulled back. You didn't you just saw the movement. You're not able to quite make out exactly what it was, but you were able to see kind of a bit of movement there.
I would relay that very quietly to the group. Do we want to just
reduce the size of the log?
Okay.
To make it half as big. What's behind that log?
Okay, so you watch as the log shrinks. You see 2 insect-like creatures, both kind of immediately kind of on the lookout. As you can see, they both of them kind of this like darkish brown color. They almost look like grasshoppers with the head of like a large beetle, and kind of like very large mandibles. And you can see there is kind of like an orangish sack on both of their backs. And you watch as they both like kind of cock their heads to the side. And you see they're just kind of standing in alert. And you watch as one of them leaps up onto the tree and kind of like skitters up into like the crook of one of the large boughs.
Tim, can I cast tongues on myself?
Sure, yeah.
So there's one on the ground and there's one that's jumped up into the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So with tongues, let me just double check the words on this one. I prepared it today because I love this spell and I think it is underused.
It doesn't seem like they've seen you yet. I will say that. It doesn't seem like they've seen you.
Tim, can I pass something to Neppy? If I noticed her cast something on herself, can I pass something to Neppy?
Sure.
I'm gonna pass the potion that I just got that has all the bugs in it, the one that makes bugs like you. I'm gonna pass it over to Neppy.
Forgot about these potions.
The one that makes bugs like you.
Yeah.
Is that the context you give me for it?
Yeah. Makes bugs like you. I don't know.
And they haven't seen us, Tim. That's right.
I have one that makes you sticky, if that helps.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Neither. I can't think of a situation where
everyone pass me a potion. No, I'm kidding. Should I try and talk to them?
Oh, I don't.
If we can just sneak by these things.
But if we need to engage, I can try and speak with them.
Okay.
You have a potion that makes back.
Or do we just kill them? No, we don't know these guys. We don't want to just kill them. Let's just move on. If they don't see us, then we just move on.
We're trying to still hide them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we just try and move around.
Okay. I will have you all make a group stealth check once again.
Oh boy.
Advantage.
Yeah.
With Bast.
Okay, give me some good numbers.
I keep rolling 5s.
Stop rolling 5s.
Stop it.
18. Pretty sick.
18. Callie.
14.
14 for Yana. Okay.
16.
Matt, I won't roll a 5, but I'll raise you a 3 and a 1 if you would like.
You said raise like it would be better. And then you didn't do that.
So that's a 9, baby.
It's 23.
23. Okay. So you watch as you try to kind of exit the area and kind of give it a wide berth. And you are fairly far away. You're probably about 60 feet as you kind of give it a wide berth. And you're doing pretty well as you get across, and you're kind of keeping them in your eyesight. As you watch Yana kind of hits a twig and it snaps, and you watch one of them kind of instantly sort of looks over and leaps. It leaps 20 feet closer towards you, as the other one kind of leaps across the tree again 20 feet closer to you. As you hear them both kind of clicking with their mandibles.
I would be able to understand them if they're talking.
It I guess, is it all languages?
Any spoken language it hears.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's some kind of insect language. You're not exactly sure what you're not able to discern what the language is, but you can hear them kind of speaking to each other. Sister, something moves.
Why don't we kill them now? They're brothers.
Perhaps a viable host for your eggs.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
Tim!
It's because you said eggs, and that makes you hungry, right? So.
Yeah.
Gross. Thanks, y'all, for everyone hanging out with us. We will be back.
Butters covers his mouth.
We'll be back. You don't even know what they've said. I'm the only one who understands.
He just knows. He doesn't know his cheek hurts.
Jen, did we have any raiders in the first half?
Yeah, Tales of Assyria. Thanks for the raid.
Whoa. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
A couple of primes. Thanks, Cody.
Aw, thanks. Thank you, folks.
And there was one more. Was it Blixa Gaming?
We had
and Rockstar. Oh my goodness, I missed some. Yeah, Rockstar Sounds. Great.
Thank you.
And Fire and Dice.
Aw, thank you so much,
Fire
folks.
and Dice.
Fire and Dice. Thanks, folks, for all the raids. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. We will be back in a tight 10 where we get to learn more about that. So, see you soon.
Tim, I have so many questions for you about eggs and bugs.
Hey folks, Emma here. So, do you experience lore panic? You know, that deep, dark, sinking feeling that your DM or campaign notes are missing and disorganized? That you've forgotten an important plot point and it's going to send your life into a swirling void of angst and regret? Well, if you're like me, then you'll be happy to know that Blackwater is here to help. Yes, you, little lore keeper. We're really proud to announce our partnership with Silverwing Armory. Silverwing Armory is a Canadian company that specializes in gaming goodies, RPG resources, and nerdy necessities to help plan your campaign. My personal favorite are their campaign notebooks. Each of these beautifully designed books is handmade and crafted, showcasing original designs by the creator herself. There's enough that they'll match perfectly with wherever and whenever your game is set. They're also fully customizable, with different types of paper, dotted, lined, or graph, whatever works best for you. Finally, they're system agnostic, so no matter what game you run, from D&D to Call of Cthulhu, your lore is kept safe and organized however you like it. Head on over to their Instagram and website at Silverwing Armory and use our promo code Blackwater for 10% off at checkout. It supports this amazing Canadian business and helps support our stream and the story we keep telling week after week. So you get less of this and more of this. Silverwing Armory, for the lore keeper in all of us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're
Right?
back.
Wait, are we back?
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Blackwater.
most of
I
us are
thought it
back.
was a joke. I thought it
Some
was
of
a
us
joke.
Some of us are back.
Some of
Sometimes-
us don't want eggs.
You're back.
It's
Guys, I cooked up a dozen eggs. I don't know what y'all did with your break, but
oh, get out of here! I was so kind. I made you popcorn.
Did you mean to say cooked or incubated?
Oh, gross.
sorry,
Similar-
implanted. I implanted 12 eggs.
Gross.
I won't say where.
Gross.
That's fun. It's Easter on a spaceship because you can't hide it around the spaceship. That'd be unwise. So you only have your body to like, where did we implant the alien eggs? Figure it out. Happy Easter in space.
Not
Kind
the
of race
visual
of
I needed at all.
chocolate-based aliens. Oh,
Okay,
man, we
take it away,
wrecked them so
Tim.
hard. Okay, so you watch. They have leapt towards you, but for the time being, it does not look like they haven't spotted you yet. What
So
would
they're
you like
dumb.
Oh, nice.
Continue to.
to do? They are alert now, though. They are on edge.
Just sneak by. Do a little sneak.
I drop concentration on the log and it becomes big again.
Okay, you watch
Presumably
one
making a big old sound.
kind of like turns. The one in the tree kind of scuttles down.
When he does that, I'm gonna cast web originating from the log, so it's going out towards them. It's a
Okay.
20-foot cube.
Okay, so they would
So it
just
seems
be on the edge of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it seem like there's some sort of bigger insect that will eat that.
All right, let me see here.
I like where this is going.
All right. So what's the save on web?
Dexterity saving throw.
All right. That is an 18 and a 19, and I rolled poorly.
They both save then.
You watch them like instinctively kind of jump out of the way, and you hear more chittering as they're like, "Ah, what is this?"
I enlarge the log.
Okay, you watch as they're like, "Sister, it is not safe here. What is going on?"
So distinguished.
I want Sean. I want you to make catch try to eat my popcorn. I want you to make an intimidation check,
Badgers.
Hell yeah.
and I'll allow you to add,
Intelligence base?
Yeah, I'll allow you to add your
Yeah.
intelligence because you're essentially trying to intimidate them with your spell.
This law.
I mean, he's flexing. Like I've
No.
you gotta flex that knowledge every now and again. What did you roll a natural 20?
No, I got an 18, so I think that's a 22 because I'm not proficient in intimidation
Okay.
like an idiot.
They begin to flee,
22.
but they're fleeing away from the log
Oh no.
towards all of you.
Oh no.
You watch them like leap another 20 feet, so they are 20 feet from you, but they are focused on that. What would you like to do?
Hide.
Just-
Okay, so I'll have everyone make a stealth check.
Not an advantage.
No, this is advantage because you still have
Please just
buff.
let them go by.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I'm not kidding. 2
Another
5s.
3 and a 1. Oh,
2 5s.
Burn those dice. Jail them. Punish
Len.
I only have so many. I keep switching. I only have so
Len.
many d20s.
You remember when I said stop rolling 5s?
Yeah, I know.
Stop doing
Probably
it.
like about
I
the time.
did. I did. I
Doesn't
stopped
mean
rolling
right.
5s. I rolled a 1 and a 3 for you.
Mhm.
And then you were like, that seems worse. And I was like, okay, I can bring it back to 5s.
What is everybody's?
28.
28.
19.
19.
11.
11. 13, you said, Yana?
14.
14. Okay.
Also 11.
Okay. Yeah, Boss is good. Clack is good.
Hell yeah. Clack has to have proficiency in
Tim,
stealth
you
at
do
this
any
point.
egg talk?
That's his
Well,
one job.
I'm eating
among many other jobs.
You
lentils. I'll puke.
You all scatter kind of around the trees, and you watch Boss kind of climbs up a tree very silently as you all hold your breath as the creatures kind of leap by once again. And you manage to all kind of like adjust your bodies around the trees as they leap past again. And they continue off, kind of scuttling away. And you do see, as they go by, I'll say Neppy because you have the highest passive perception. You can see the orange sack on their back is just like wriggling with what looks like almost like larval eggs.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. Super gross.
I don't say anything for the time being about that. And I keep everyone moving. And I just get us moving again away from this spot.
Okay. So they disappear as you continue on. And that brings you to the end of your travel days. You travel for about another 2 hours.
Way to avoid combat, team.
As you start to kind of feel the day kind of catch up with you.
Before we would go inside the mansion for the night, I would ask Yana a little something. And I'm going to message it to you, Jen.
Okay.
Secrets.
Tim, have I ever told you how much I hate you?
That's rude.
Yes, a few times.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Is it because of the egg thing?
And the egg thing, and I'm eating lentils that are orange, and now I just want to puke a little bit.
Oh no!
Don't worry, the eggs weren't flat; they were super round.
Doesn't help that.
And they would be firm, not mushy.
What other attributes do they have, Tim?
No, Yana is.
They'll be firm and then squishy. Like once you got through the.
No.
Oh,
Yana
so we're talking
pulls
like a
out
membrane
the ivory
situation.
Carving of her door, and she just makes a couple of adjustments to the door frame, and then she sets it down and casts it.
All right. Mansion appears.
Yeah.
Hide.
And when you enter the mansion, the main entranceway looks like sort of familiar at first. Then you realize it's a combination of the entryway, but it looks more like the Felenis courtyard. So it's got like the same elements like doorways and stuff where they should be, and like the fireplace, but like it looks like the Felenis courtyard with doorways. That's what I'm imagining.
I would nod my head to Bast. I thought you might appreciate a touch of home.
Thank you. It is appreciated.
You're welcome.
And you see he kind of saunters in his full form.
I whisper to Clack, he's not going to spend any fucking time here.
I whisper 2 letters. I locked Joe.
Thank you. He's going to get in anyways.
I know he will.
In the middle of the night, you just hear a scratching sound.
Scratching at the door.
Damn it.
We just open the door. He walks away.
It's too real, guys. It's too real. Cats do this to us every night.
Yeah, Tim and I are up at 4 a.m. every morning feeding our cats because they've trained us like that. So it's the worst.
Or
yeah. Yeah.
Like
just one cat. Just one cat's doing that. I'm not saying both cats. Just one cat's doing that.
We all know which
one.
Meanwhile, Rogie is asleep in the chair over
Perfect.
there, sweet
She's
baby.
a being of pure light.
Misha's great when it comes to food. He just tries to drop knives on me if I don't give him some.
That's how you do it. All right, so you all take your long rest.
Just before we would go to rest. I would just before going to bed. Kokanee, come with me. Come with me downstairs.
Okay. Kokanee, I was gonna say what I would like to have done during the evening, Tim, is I would have liked to have started reading about mind palaces.
Yes.
So I would be reading.
I would not have disrupted you too much, but would look when it looked like you were putting your book away.
It seems like actually the sleep time is the prime practicing time, so you can interrupt me whenever, really.
Come downstairs.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I would have gotten Cody and Yanis. And I imagining that in the mansion there would have been the ability for them to play music, because the servants can kind of do whatever.
Exclusively xylophones.
Okay. All right. Make adjustments. We make adjustments.
No, so, what do you want? And I'll tell you if it's actually there.
It would be kind of like the same music that was present later on in the evening at Neppy and Kokanee's wedding.
Kazoo.
Oh, okay.
There's
strictly kazoos.
Beat me to it, Matt. Fuck you, dude.
So you asked Kotis and Yanni for Yanni.
Kotis and Yanni.
Kotis and Yanni.
I've been brought back to the meme. I've been brought back.
Yeah.
Yanni or Laurel.
You asked Kotis and Kotis.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Cody and Yanis for instruments, and they both look at each other and go, and they pull up the xylophone, and they pull up some fibers they found in the pantry. They're trying to make string instruments for you, and they're like, I don't know, she clearly didn't think this part through.
And then I would look at the two of them. This would have been probably earlier in the evening while Kokanee was reading. None of you know how to play music? None of you?
Share a glance.
Yanis does open his mouth and sound starts to come out.
Ted knew how to play.
I'm going to say it right now. Neppy has heard Yanis speak. We're canonizing that. Neppy has heard Yanis.
You see Cody just
All right, so Ted knew how to play, but Ted's gone to the bad place. Right. Do either of you know how to play that? I would point at the xylophone that they're holding.
I just want to point out that there's more than Cody and Yanis in the match, and they're just the only ones you talk to.
Does any of the others know how to play at all? All right. Fine. I don't worry about it then. Go on. Have a good night.
They both float up. They bring another one down. He's like,
do you know how to play music?
This one is Yanni.
What instruments do you play? Just one. Something stringed.
A recorder.
The penny flute.
That was a slide whistle.
Yeah. he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, and he goes back up and he comes down with another one.
Oh, that's Laurel.
Stringed instruments, something. Right.
Is that like a big bass?
You also know Callie plays the lute, by the way.
I know. It's very late at night at this point, and Neppy is just trying to do something nice. Right. And I would just try and name them like a decently well-known, like something slow dancey and nice and calm at the end of it. Okay.
Smash me.
It's okay.
They are created from Yana's mind, and in my mind, Barnwich is a country town.
And Yana is canonically a bad bard.
So that also, yeah.
Is
So
bad
her
bard.
knowledge of instruments is loose at best.
Okay, so that would have happened earlier. So I would have brought Kokanee down, and we would be in like the heart, like the main kind of area that looked like Philenis, where they got married. So I tried to find some of the staff who could play music, but exceedingly hard to find. So we're gonna just go with what.
Just so like I look over at the staff, like what am I seeing right now? What did she end up with?
Yeah, you have a bass, like a bass cello, like a big old
perfect
stand-up bass.
Great musical instrument.
And a slide whistle. And Cody and Yanis are both playing the xylophone together. They each have just one mallet.
This is 100% how Lemon Fable shows went, by the way.
It looks like you managed to put a gang together.
You know, I can do many things as a high priestess, but put together a band is not one of them. But
oh no, it's good. The slide whistle solo is like a little much, but when it's playing with the rest and not, it's good. It's good. No.
When it's not on its own, it's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. Nice. It's surprisingly good.
Good. I would take his hands as if to like start dancing, and I just wanted to say thank you for last night. You always know what to say. And I'm not the easiest person to comfort, because I'm usually too busy comforting everybody else.
None of it's easy with the weight of the world, huh?
Very true. Do you want to just dance and forget about it for a bit?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So we dance to awful, trashy.
It gets better as it goes.
That's good.
Into a semblance of like there's like a nice walking bass line.
Perfect. Great.
Some nice simple accents.
Neppy.
Yes.
Neppy.
Yes.
I think the one with the penny flute or the slide whistles. Is he staring at me? Well, be casual. I'm gonna spin you around so you can. You know.
Is he staring at Kokanee?
Make a perception check.
What's the timeline we're drumming up here?
25.
He absolutely was. And then as you looked around, he was like, just started looking to the ground.
What was the like in that brief second that I caught? What was the like nature? Was it threatening? Was it like?
It looked like he was like just so enamored by Kokanee. It's like he was really in the moment.
I lean into Kokanee. I might not be the only one in the room who thinks you're handsome.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how much these are just like semblances of like Yana's creation. So I don't. We're gonna keep dancing like this is normal, but I'm not 100% sure what this means.
One of them talked to me today. I heard one of them speak.
What did they say?
They talked to me about Ted. And we just keep dancing.
All right, so you spend a lovely kind of few hours dancing before you kind of turn in for the night and get your rest.
In the group, who are my options of people that do sending?
I have it not today though.
Okay.
You know Neppy has it prepared every day.
I know. I was dreaming the universe where letters sent.
Oh, you know what? I'll prepare my spells at the end of the day. I got lots of spells.
That's okay. I'm gonna go to Neppy before the music debacle. Before the music. Just before Callie goes to bed. She's gonna go to bed. Do you think we can call Kamea?
Of course. What would you like me to say?
It's so odd talking to her through someone else. Well, the usual, that I love her, that I miss her. That I'm gonna call her, or you're gonna call her to check in at the night. That we got through another day, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again.
Hi, Kamea. Oh, I would cast sending. Hi, Kamea. Oh, I got to roll, don't I?
Yeah, D100.
Boo, boo, boo. That's cocked. That's a 91.
Yep, so it goes through. Yep.
Hi, Kamea. She's safe. Relatively all right day. She misses you. She can't wait to see you. Hold your hand. And loves you very, very much.
Hello. Thank you. Tell her I love her. And I'm thinking of her. I look forward to seeing her soon. Stay safe. All of you. Good night.
I pass that on to Callie. Now, I mean, there's part of me that wishes I could teach you sending.
Mm.
But I'm sorry that it has to go through me.
It's okay. It's nice that I can. It just feels a little bit further than usual.
I know.
Not hearing her voice.
She sounds good.
Yeah.
Worried, of course.
But that's usually how it goes.
Good.
Thank you again.
Of course.
I was calling my wife for me.
That's okay. You would do the same for me if you could, and the situation was reversed.
Yes, I would.
Neppy just pulls her in for the temple to temple. Just lean in.
Well, we're temple to temple. Kelly's gonna be like, sorry for body blocking when I said I wouldn't.
I just start laughing. Neppy just laughs.
I'm gonna go to bed.
And I scamper off down the hall to go deal with the music debacle. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you all
before letter.
You all
does his sleepy. Sorry. Just he's gonna go down to the dojo and just take a quick inspection.
Investigation check.
Fuck, I don't want to find a duty in my dojo.
Did I miss something?
Yes, it's a 13.
Yeah, seems fine. Doesn't seem like there's any duties that you can see.
Okay, it's not even my dojo, but I feel like it is.
Oh, it's your dojo. She made it for you.
No, I know, but the point is, if I can.
Also, I don't know what happens to when you poop in the mansion. It doesn't stay there, right?
It's fresh every time.
Yeah.
It hangs around until we leave. He doesn't poop in the forest. He waits until we come home.
I believe at when the mansion
like you all
expires,
do.
it's ejected out of the mansion, right?
I hate that we've
Surely
gone onto
you all
this
do
part
that.
of D&D that
Yeah.
we're like, what's the
What happens
logistics
to
of this?
our deuces?
Yeah. Also, he's a celestial. He's not even a jaguar anymore. I don't think he has to duty. I think he's choosing to.
It's holy poop. That's the truest holy shit.
Oh, that's quite good.
He has to mark his territory.
Look, I get it. We're coworkers. We don't have to be friends. That's fine. That's not what I was here for, but I wasn't about to do what I was going to do without checking. So Letters sits down in the middle of the dojo and is going to contemplate what Nappy and Nepthisiket said about the clack incident coming from him. And he's gonna kind of do a little Thai fusion here, and like he's gonna cut his palm like how Neppy does hers, and he's just gonna like kind of sit there and meditate and try to lay on hands at close. Like he's just gonna try to do that for as long as it takes, just trying to get like see if he can recreate kind of what he did.
Make a religion check for me.
Okay, big man. Come on, big man. Come on. Roll a 2. I think that's a 6.
Yeah. So you spend quite a bit of time and you focus and you kind of pour your determination into it. Doesn't seem to quite have the same spark.
I ask Cody for a bandage and I go to bed.
Okay. See, Cody kind of brings it over. You see, as you head on up to bed, Bast kind of passes by you in his cat form.
Yeah, no, the dojo's all yours.
Just kind of, he just starts running.
Oh my gosh.
And I go to bed.
All right.
Can I try and do something when I go to sleep?
Sure. Yeah, let's role play some dreams.
Timothy. He just wants to find.
I don't want to
show us all
roleplay
the
it. I don't
cool
want to
ways he was
roleplay
gonna
it.
kill us.
Yeah.
I don't want to roleplay it, but Callie just wants to try real hard to dream about Kamea because she misses hearing her voice.
Just like really, that's really sweet.
She just wants to hear
Roll.
what if she was.
Okay. In the morning, I'm gonna have you roll a wisdom check for me.
Okay.
A wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
When you wake up.
Yeah, okay. You want me to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 28.
Yeah. So you'll remember your dreams in vivid memory. As you kind of wake up, they stick with you. And you remember being at home in your bed, waking up next to Kamea. And as you look across the pillow, as she kind of slowly opens her eyes and smiles, you feel the sunlight kind of hit your face, streaming through the window. As she reaches across and kisses you, you wake up.
Thank you. Callie wakes up fucking crying. Callie's sobbing when she wakes up.
Okay.
So Tim, to clarify today, I'm down because this is day 3 of traveling.
This is day 3, yes.
Yeah.
No, this is the start of day 4.
With Bast?
Oh no, this is day 3 with Bast. Yeah.
So I'm down 30 hit points that I'm lending to him, and I'm down 1 permanently now because it's post 2 days. Okay, cool.
Tim, after a long rest, do I get my hit points back?
Yes, your hit point maximums are restored.
Nice. I definitely remember what my hit point maximum is.
I'll have somebody roll a d12 for me.
Tim,
who hasn't rolled yet?
I for sure didn't say this last time, so mage armor.
Mage armor. I'll roll a d12. I'm not afraid.
Mage armor. I just want to feel part of
I
the
can
group.
say it too. Mage armor.
Mage
Going
armor.
to heaven with the number 7.
Number 7.
I rolled a 7. Callie, come over here. All right. Simba.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I'll have you all roll stealth checks for me at advantage.
Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go.
21. That's as high as Letty's can get. That's a 22. That's a nat 20 with a +1. I'm such a quiet hoof boy.
Cool.
20.
Rolling with different dice.
Hell yeah.
Don't roll a 5.
I didn't.
7.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
7 for Neppy?
7. I rolled 2 6s.
Okay.
8.
8 for Callie?
Tim,
Yeah, I rolled
Tim,
a 1 and a 2.
We woke up today and chose noise.
I'm Callie's still crying about
Natty 20.
Her
Natty
dream
20.
about Kamea, and 2, she's so scared about bugs. Callie hates bugs.
Yana, what was yours?
A 22.
22. And Kokanee, what was yours?
A 20, which is bad.
Okay. Boss and Clack also both did well. So you're, for the most part, in the clear. I'll have you make a perception check, though, whoever's leading the charge.
I will, with guidance on myself. That is going to be a 27.
Okay. So you come to a bit of the forest where the ground is sort of shifted a bit, and there is kind of like kind of low hills and then kind of drop offs. So you're kind of like continuing to sort of hop down these small kind of drop offs as you're descending a little bit down a bit of a hill, and you can see the like debris from some of the trees is like kind of clusters up sort of around some of the bottoms. But you make your way fairly quietly as you sort of pick your way through. You do spot off to your kind of your immediate left as you're walking. Like you kind of come over one of these hills, and you watch Callie kind of lands right on top of it. And you hear it like a kind of a dull crack, as like almost like the snapping of a twig. But you realize, Callie, that you've landed on something. As you look down, you can see you've landed on the shin bone of something. As you watch, like you can see down, there's a cloak, a beautiful kind of black cloak with gray stitching, that you can see is like blends in with the debris on the ground, like almost perfectly. As you can see, there is a dead figure that you've just stepped on. As you hear that kind of soft breaking of the bone, you can tell that it's quite old. And you can see it's kind of desiccated hands. One of them is still got remnants of a glove, but they seem to be kind of holding something in their hand. But it does not move after you kind of step on it.
Okay, if Kelly stepped on a body, like a skeleton, she'd be pretty upsetty spaghetti, because she usually tries to be pretty reverent around those types of things. This isn't really what Lennon wants to do, but she'd step back and like go to try and she'd try to reset herself, like try and fucking fix
fix the body. Okay,
put it into resting.
Okay, make a medicine check. You can see it's kind of curled over as if it's like this wasn't like it's not buried here. It seems to be like this person died here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, you managed to kind of shift the kind of boot, as you can see, like the skin, like from what you can see of it, and like the pants are kind of in tatters, and you can see its body's almost mummified in this position. As you kind of get down, you can see there what looks like remnants of a fire kind of next to it that has long gone out, but you can see the kind of burnt edges of trees and sticks and things like that.
I'd love to go through its pockets for any maps and stuff.
No, Callie would not. If you went over to it, she'd put her arm up. She wouldn't like. No, just hold on.
Callie, what's wrong?
I don't know. It's a person, and it's dead. I stepped on them. They obviously don't. They obviously had some reason for being out here. They were somebody. I don't know. Just can I say a quick, like, I don't know, just like a little thing to Melora about having this person rest properly. Well, like,
make a religion check for me, please.
Why am I doing good on these ones, but I'm doing so shitty on all my other rolls? Not that it's good that this is good. It's fine. I'm okay. It's gonna be a 25.
Okay. So you watch as you kind of knelt down, as you kind of rise back up, your sword kind of hangs near the ground on your hip, and you watch as vines kind of extend out the bottom and kind of snake through onto the body itself, and you watch as as it kind of weaves its way through the pants onto the actual skin. You can see kind of a moss extend across the desiccated flesh, and you kind of see it a bit, and it seems to sort of, you watch it sort of absorb and decay in behind it
Rapidly?
Fairly rapidly, yeah.
I would step
it's
back.
Not immediate. You have a bit of time.
I would step back now. I would just step away.
But you see the cloak is still there, and something falls out of its hands.
Can I take a peek at what this person was doing?
Sure, yeah. So you lift the cloak back so you can see its face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can see what appears to be a human man. You can see you can make a medicine check to see if you can sort of discern any details about him.
Guidance on myself while I do this. Oops, that wasn't it. Oh, that's good. 27.
27. He looks like he's slightly older, probably in his 40s, early 50s, and you can see there is a kind of rusty dagger on his hip as you kind of pull it back, and you he looks like, from what you can see, that there doesn't look like there's a lot of pain. There is, his face looks somewhat anguished, but it is difficult to tell as the body is largely mummified. But there doesn't look to be like there's any wounds. It looks like he just died of exposure, or perhaps starvation. But you can, you see something like kind of the gloves in his hands are kind of covering whatever he was holding. If someone would like to investigate,
I would love to, Tim. Thank you.
With guidance.
I was just waiting there, can I? Because there's something in his hands. There's something in it. Can I find it?
We will remove it reverently and let his body return to the earth. Gently let us. I just put my hand on his shoulder gently.
Look, I'm always delicate. Look, I check. You check for traps delicately. I think I know a little something about how to be delicate. Crack. No, just kidding. 23, Tim.
23. So
as I delicately and reverently go through his pockets, in addition to whatever's in his hands.
You notice as you kind of lift the cloak, you can see it kind of shifts to kind of match whatever background is near it. It seems to have some kind of magical properties. So you kind of tuck that aside. You see, he doesn't seem to have much on him. There is the rusty dagger. That just looks like a kind of a simple dagger. You can see he does have a coin purse that has 3 platinum in it. And he also, in his hands, you can see there is a chain that was wrapped around one of his hands, and he's clutching inside his hands. He had the symbol that was attached to this chain. There's kind of a metal symbol, and it looks like 2 hands holding what looks like like a mask of a viper, like that one would wear, but it's the face of a viper. And you can also see that he has a note.
I open the note
on a scrap of parchment. It is in a language that the letters are common, but you don't.
I show it to everybody.
To spell anything.
Is that a cipher?
This might be one for you.
I would start ritual casting comprehend languages.
And I start ritual casting identify on his rad cloak.
All right.
Can I take a peek at the symbol? Do I recognize it?
You don't.
Can I just keep a watch out and just like scan this whole time while people are doing things?
Sure. So Yana, you are able to pick out that it is something about it is. It's not necessarily another language, but there is something kind of hidden within the text. And with your comprehend languages, I'm going to have you make a history check for me, please. And you know what? I'll give you advantage on this because of your past.
Can't hear you.
27.
27. So, in your sort of travels, you recognize what is going on with this. You recognize it as thieves' cant. There is something like hidden within this message, and you take a bit of time, but you it's a fairly simple cipher, and you figure it out. And it says, "The king evades me. I was not worthy."
I would relay that.
Did he have any poison or anything on his person, or just the one dagger?
Doesn't seem like he had much else on him.
What's with his cloak, Tim?
It does appear to be magical.
And its properties being, having identified it.
Oh, you did identify it.
I did. While she was ritual casting, I was ritual casting wizard stuff.
Ritual casting party.
It is the cloak of elvenkind, or a cloak of elvenkind.
Hey, everybody! You know how we're not very sneaky unless we pay via blood? This cloak makes us sneaky. How reverent do we want to be?
He's not using it.
You see at this point the body is very quickly decaying now. It's being absorbed by this moss and back into the ground.
Kelly, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, we can take it.
But if he wasn't worthy, what went wrong? I'm confused by this now. Who's his king, too?
The king evades me. I don't know.
Sounds like assassin.
Might
Get
be.
somebody.
He could have been shunted here. He could have been. We have no idea. He may have been transported here, a denizen of here. We have no idea. He's human, from what I can tell.
I'm going to take his thing. Clack, you hang on to that, just in case we come across that again. Hell yeah, dude. And we're going to pick up this cloak. I feel like maybe today's not the day, but I'm going to give that to Clack as well. Just hang on to that, and we'll see who wants to wear that maybe later. I don't think that's the time. We're reading the room. But
He's already started to put it on. All right, yeah.
Oh, no, it looks good on you. It looks good.
No,
You know what? Oh yeah,
He's got so many useful cloaks.
It's got like 12 cloaks.
Cloaks for days.
Well, he is returned onto the earth. Or the land, at least. Shall we keep going?
Yeah.
Is there anything magical about his dagger?
No.
No. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
All right. I'll have one of you roll a d12 for me, please.
Who hasn't rolled yet?
I'll do it.
I haven't.
Go ahead, Yana.
A 3.
Okay, cool. So you travel a bit more.
Do you need us to roll stealth checks?
Yes, I will have you all roll stealth checks for me, please.
But it won't matter.
Nice. 19.
I'm gonna give guidance to Callie.
Oh, thanks. That's a D4?
Yeah.
15.
Oh, your girl needed it. It was another 5. I'm not even.
You're joking.
Burn those dice.
All of them? All of the dice that I own am? Because I keep switching between D20s.
You got to punish them and show them who the boss is. And that's going to be a 16 for me.
16? Letters? What was yours?
20.
20. And Yana, what was yours?
15.
15 and
17.
17, okay. And Callie?
12.
12, okay. So you continue on, and you continue down this hill, and it kind of flattens out a bit, and the trees get a little bit denser as you move through. You're kind of weaving your way through these trees, and again, it's eerily silent throughout the forest. You occasionally kind of hear the creak of the trees, but between it is just these long stretches of silence. And it feels like every step that you take is so loud. And you kind of, at one point, you sort of lose sight of each other as you're kind of pushing your way through. And Callie, you come around a tree and you walk face first into a metal statue. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna leave. I got a natural 1, so that's a 6.
So you, so as you walk into this statue, you realize that like part of it is spiked, and you walk right into that. It scratches the side of your face. And you take 10 points of piercing damage. As you kind of recoil, you bump into Yana, who you're sort of right there next to her as you kind of catch her. And you see there is kind of a fairly large, what looks like a metal statue. It's probably about 9 feet tall. And you can see the back. You can see the metal has been cast in such a way that it looks like a long, kind of beautiful cloak. And it's kind of like a dark black metal. And you can see there's kind of spikes out the side. And the head from the back, you can see the hair is kind of pulled back. And there seems to be like almost like a ribbon in the cast. You come around the front.
Yeah, I want to see the front. I want to see the front.
You all come around. And you see a fairly imposing figure, a tall, thinnish, but somewhat muscular. You can see in kind of the legs and the chest. A man in scaled, like this statue is in scaled armor with this spiked mantle, and you can see kind of like a mask that comes down. Kind of a half mask that looks like the face of a viper, and you can see kind of almost like a cocky smile underneath, and you can see its hands are extended out, but they have been cut off at the wrist.
You got to mend those hands, Kokanee. If ever, now's your time to shine. Got to get those hands back.
Is this? No, go ahead.
this is you messing with me, right?
I don't think so. Because look, the king, look, okay, bear with me on this one. Mind space. We saw the tree very reminiscent of the Alderdawn. The king evades me. I am not worthy. What was happening in the Alderdawn? We had to get lost in a right way. What if the king, this guy with the mask thing, that Clack, show him the thing we found, right? Viper mask? Viper mask. There it is. What if this guy only appears to people who are worthy? If there's one thing we know about our party, we're worthy of pretty much anything we desire. So, maybe this is here for a reason. And if he has no hands, mend him back on.
Tim, does the armor on this statue look similar to that of the skeletons that attacked us before?
No.
Okay.
No.
Tim, do I see the hands anywhere?
Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
Can I help him with that?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not proficient in investigation.
I am. I'll help him with it.
I'll use a luck point, or I'll use my advantage from being helped.
Friendship points.
That's 20.
20. Okay. You look around. You don't find any hands. Kind of scour the area. Nothing.
I don't think I can mend it without the other piece. I can put pieces back together, but I don't know what the hands look like, so I can't make new ones.
Is there any inscription on the statue?
Make an investigation check.
With guidance.
It's 26.
26. You do see an inscription on the inside of the bottom right-hand foot. You see the words
Andy.
Just kind of along this side. You can see it's in common. It says King Knocked.
Knocked.
Knokt.
Nacht.
King Knocked.
Name ring any bells anywhere?
I don't believe so. No. You can make a history check.
Give me the thing with his face on it that we got from the other guy.
I'm proficient in history, so
the
give it a shot with guidance on myself.
Clack goes to look in his bag where he put it. And he's like, It's not there. I swear I just put it in here. He starts pulling stuff out of the bag. Can't seem to find it.
How'd that history check go? And then we'll do it.
It was 15. I rolled poorly.
Yeah, name's not ringing any bells.
Has anything changed about the guy since Clack got the thing?
No.
Is the cloak there?
Yeah, the cloak's there on the ground.
I will place my head. I'm going to concentrate on something that isn't fire real quick, just to be safeties. What's not going to burn this fucking place to the ground? Sick. I'll enlarge myself. And I will place both my hands on where his hands would go.
Okay. You place them on. Nothing seems to happen.
I back towards him because I'm kind of about his size since he's a big statue. And so I go between his arms, like maybe he's
arms expert
hugging me.
Nothing seems to happen. You kind of dodge the spikes on the mantle.
Tim,
but
does it look like the statue was built missing hands or as if they have been removed?
It looks, based on your investigation before, it looks like they have been removed.
Is there anything funky happening to Callie's blood on the cloak?
No.
Is the blood still there?
Mm-hmm.
So you said he had... Sorry, Matt. Go ahead. You first.
I was gonna say, I know mending won't work, but I do have what I picked up in Halora's mansion, mass repair metal, which I could try.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Will you allow me just to take one?
Yeah, go for it.
I think we should just inspect the statue just once more, because maybe there's something that moves. Maybe itself is a door or a puzzle or a trap. Before we go messing with it.
Sure. Tim, can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure. Yeah.
Any magic?
You don't detect any magic.
Cool.
All right, then go ahead.
I will cast Mass Repair Metal.
Okay. You watch as you cast it. You can see the more kind of damaged areas of the hand, like where it was sawn off, kind of smooth out. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So someone took the statue of the king's hands. Why?
Where'd the fucking the amulet go?
Hand of the king, or is that anything?
And the note said,
We don't...
the king evades me, I am not worthy.
Yeah. Is that anything? The hand of the king? We don't have kings in Barmwich.
I mean, the monarchy there are kings all over. Falsum considered himself a king.
I mean, it'd be pretty bad if someone took him in his hands, but...
I'll reduce the statue. Does that do anything? Does it change shape?
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
It is magical. There is some kind of magic going on here. I'll just take 10 minutes and cast Identify on it. See if anything shakes loose that.
It doesn't get smaller?
Mm-mm.
There's some kind. Look, like I said, there's something funky here. Give me 10 minutes.
All right. You learn that this statue is an effigy of a god. That's all you discern. You're not exactly sure what spell or what kind of... it doesn't seem like it's a known spell. But you...
What do you mean by effigy?
Learn this is like an idol.
Oh.
Name again?
King Nacht.
What if?
Knocked like night?
Somebody cast darkness.
I can do that, but before I do that, whose realm did this used to be?
The
Raven Queen.
Raven Queen.
Oh.
King.
Or the other alternative to that. Tim, how much do I know? Emma knows too much, and I'm really trying to make sure my knowledge doesn't bleed in here. How much does Neppy know about Fey courts?
You know a bit, but not a lot. Like you would know kind of general strokes.
Okay.
But there isn't... Temple Felennis is not...
Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure my knowledge doesn't bleed into Neppy. Then I'll go with my original theory. What if this was her king?
Love that. That's great.
Shall I pop up some darkness?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Please, everyone, stay close. None of us will be able to see.
I'm gonna grab Yana's hand.
I will grab whoever's next to me.
We'll do a big circle.
Circle down.
I'm gonna take my charcoal, and then using my once a day tiefling ability, I'm going to cast darkness on the statue.
All right. Cast darkness.
I inspect the statue in the darkness to feel if any effect has changed.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage as you.
Perception.
I can't guide you because darkness is concentration. You got 10 minutes.
Disadvantage that's still pretty fucking good. 16.
Okay. As you kind of pat it down, you feel there is a coin purse on its hip.
Can I get in there?
No, it is metal, but you can feel the edges of the metal, and it feels like what you assume is a coin purse, and seems pretty full.
Can I take it?
No, it's part of the statue.
Oh,
was it not there before?
You don't remember there being one there before.
There's a coin purse, everybody. I can't do anything about it.
Guy
Are there
had
hands?
coins.
What if?
Do we have to pay him?
Oh, I put a fucking 3 platinum in it, if I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
As you take it and you place it on the statue, you feel it disappear out of your hand, and you can feel the coin purse get a little bigger.
Bummer.
Does he look elven? Human?
It's still in darkness.
Right.
I mean, he did
before.
Difficult to tell. He had a fairly sharp jaw, but his face is covered by the mask.
Did you narrate what you did, Letters?
Yeah, I say it along the way, and I give everybody the updates as we go.
What if I put a gold piece in the purse?
Okay, you reach down into your bag of gold, and it's significantly lighter than you remember.
No.
Mark off 200 gold pieces, please.
Sorry, I reach into my bag of gold.
Mark off 200 gold pieces.
What?
The bag of holding?
Say it out loud.
No, this is just what they have on their hip.
Okay.
I'm missing gold.
Maybe we should get rid of the darkness.
Thieves can't. Yeah, get rid of it.
Okay, the darkness
Maybe
disappears.
this is just a trap.
There is no coin purse on the statue.
I check my coins.
Kelly doesn't have that much money to begin with.
You're also to mark down 200 gold pieces.
Mine as well.
Mm-hmm.
I check my person.
200 gold pieces.
I say to Clack, how's the secret spot?
I think we lost a bit.
Can I when he says that, can I make a check to see where, if he looks anywhere? I just want to know where the secret spot is.
Make a perception check. He's gonna make a sleight of hand.
Okay. Perception. Okay. That's gonna be perception. 22.
Okay, yeah, that was higher than he rolled his sleight of hand. Letters, where's the secret spot?
You can make
Take off our headphones if you want.
You see, he slides his hand under to the under part of the bag.
Very good. Yeah. Because he's so skinny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the small of his back. There's like a secret. There's a secret pocket in his vest. It's like right there in the back.
Back pocket.
That's better than what Callie thought. So
not his butt.
When you said reaches down
Kelly
underneath to the bottom of, I was worried.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was waiting for
moment.
If
a king of thieves,
yeah,
a patron god of assassins, rogues.
I can see how he got involved with the Queen of Ravens because he stole her heart.
Yana, you can make another history check. Just a straight history check.
that's how I got involved with Kamea.
making a straight history check.
Great history check.
I only want queer history. Thank you.
Yeah, no
Make a queer
thanks.
history check.
I've had enough of straight. That's an 18.
18. You knowing a little bit of what you know, having had some interaction with members of the Resurrection, the kind of thieves guild that you know of. You don't know about their symbol or anything like that, but you do know that there is an element that there is like chatter of like a king of thieves.
Right. Yeah, it kind of rings a bell. They always talked about a king of thieves, but I didn't know they meant a literal god king of thieves. It may make sense, I guess.
I suppose it's quite poetic that the king of thieves would be in the shadows. This is an effigy to him. Effigies are usually meant to be worshipped. An idol of some kind.
I feel like we've definitely paid tribute.
Indeed.
If we could steal something from him, I'm sure he'd get a kick out of it, as opposed to being insulted. But I'm plumb out of ideas how to do that.
I am more curious about who decided to... Tim, in Bacall, if you were caught thieving, were your hands cut off?
Oh. Do you think the Raven Queen took his hands?
Somebody did. Somebody was very obviously... And that's a lot too. I don't know if he's any part of any major pantheon, but as if we've all seen with Unity, Relaven, patrons can have power.
It can't be good to have the Matron of Vengeance as your ex.
Yes. I don't know. Well, if we come across any hens, we know whose they are. I reckon we won't. This looks like penance to me.
But this is just an effigy, right? Right?
That's what I got. Effigy. This guy can't be made small.
Tim, do I get any like life essence off of this statue?
No.
Any sort of living...
We could break it open and see if money falls out. Probably not a good idea. We are not here for this guy.
I was gonna say, do we move on? We do need to get out of this area before nightfall.
Yes.
Night is approaching.
And
if night is approaching fast, and this is King Knight, we could hang around here and see if he comes alive.
That seems like the exact opposite of where we want to be if King Knight is coming alive.
Yeah, good point. Cool. Yeah, let's move.
And the thing I always know about God's patrons is if they want you to find them again, you will. Perhaps this other person we came across today was not worthy. But if we have been deemed worthy in some way, or he wants us to find him, he has purpose, we will find him again.
All right.
I don't think he took any money from me, Tim.
From your coin purse on your hip?
Oh, yeah, he would have taken it from my hip, but he didn't take any from the bag of holding, did he?
No.
No, okay.
But yeah, mark down 200 gold pieces.
I'm going to take a quick pat down just if there's anything else missing on me.
Just seems to be coin.
Fuck this guy. Great, let's go.
And you can't take it with you. That's Emma scowling more than Neppy. Neppy's like, nah, it's money. Doesn't matter.
All right, so you press ahead, and as the darkness kind of encroaches, you set up the mansion?
Yeah.
All right. So you all head inside. Is there anything you want to do before you take your long rest for the night?
I want to read more about mind palaces.
All
Oh
right.
my
I'm gonna be like,
life.
Callie, I got you. Let me call your wife.
Yes.
I prepared it today.
All right.
God, yes. Okay.
I'm gonna cast it.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to ask what I want to say for you?
I'm so excited. Top percentile. Here we go. Hell yeah, baby. 57. We're in.
Yeah.
And he points to Callie.
I love her.
I love you. I miss you.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
We're safe.
We are safe. This is letters, by the way. Filling in for Neppy. How are you doing?
Oh, hello. What a nice change of pace. I'm doing well. So is Ja. I love you all both. I mean, I love you as well. To Callie, I love you too, letters. And she runs out of words.
I relay that all as it happens in the same way that Callie did it to me. Sounds great.
Can you send one more? Are you able to?
Absolutely. Top percentile.
He's casting again.
It's 56.
How many? Sorry, this isn't Callie. How many words do I
Sorry,
have?
how many?
25.
I can't wait to see.
I can't
you
wait to
again.
see you again.
I miss you.
I miss you.
I hope you got my letter.
I hope you got my letter.
Love you.
Love you.
I did. Thank you.
I did.
We'll talk about it when I see you. I love you too. Be safe. That's it. All right.
And
So-
and then I'll go back to my dojo and this is gonna be my nightly ritual. See if I can get my handle on it.
Make a religion check for me.
I investigate the dojo first.
Make an investigation check.
It's a 3, so like 12.
No.
Religion check.
Sandy as ever.
It's going to be a 15.
Okay. This time you cut your hand and you kind of focus and you feel a very, very faint warmth. Not just from the blood in your hand, but you feel warmth kind of start to rise up in your chest. And it's not uncomfortable. It's kind of a radiant heat that you can feel starts to travel down your arm. The wound doesn't heal, but you can feel something welling up. And when you come out of it, you can see Bast is sitting at the foot of the stairs in his full panther form.
Thought I closed the door. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just sort of working out the kinks.
Would you mind if I took a look at your hand?
Sure, you can. Yeah, go for it.
Kind of pads over. He looks down and he licks your hand. You feel
Gross. Gross,
rough,
dude.
like kind of rough skinned tongue kind of up to your wrist. And as he kind of pulls back, the wound is healed.
Well, thank you very much. That saves Cody a whole trip.
I was merely harnessing what was already there.
Cool. Why'd you poop in my dojo?
I don't know what you're talking about. And he turns into a cat and darts up the stairs.
I live.
Oh, it's so good.
Letters is gonna process that for like half an hour and then go to bed.
All right. So you all take your long rest.
We do.
Thank you.
And you come to in the morning.
Oh my god, I'm down to 91 hit points. Wow, I haven't been under 100 hit points in a long time, y'all.
All right. So you head out for the day. I will have somebody roll a d12 for me, please.
I'll do it. I could do it.
Mage armor.
Mage armor, Simba.
Let's do this. This one. 7.
Roll again for me, please.
2.
Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. So you travel. You can start to see the kind of vague shapes of the mountains in the distance. You're just able to kind of pick them out across the sky, but they blend in. Like they're fairly dark, and you can see the clouds kind of hang over them. So you just kind of catch glimpses here and there. As you come to the edges of the forest, you can see the trees. There is a line of kind of broken trees, and you can see there is a large kind of sprawling open field. And you can see scattered throughout the field, there is hundreds of what look like skeletal bodies in armor, broken, fragmented. And you can see bits of armor as you kind of come to the edges of it. It looks like the battlefield kind of goes up, and then there's a bit of a crest of a hill. So as you kind of get to the edges of it, you can just see it looks like some kind of massive war happened here on this battlefield. You can see a lot of the skeletons have just been ground down to shards, and bits of twisted metal and ancient rusted weapons litter the ground. What would you like to do?
I propose not walking through this. How vast is this battlefield?
You can see it continues on. Like, it's going to take you at least 3-4 hours to get to the hill.
Oh, yeah, I can't do much about that.
So we can't really go around it then?
It stretches on pretty far. You're not sure how long it would take you to go all the way around it.
Then through it we shall walk, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Sorry, Lynn.
No, it's okay. You go first.
I'm gonna light some incense. I'm gonna light a censer. And just kind of keep my censer like swaying from my wrist the whole time. I'm gonna kneel down. And I am going to say, I'm gonna reach out to Nepthysicat. Your Grace, who knows how long this has been here or what happened, but I can imagine that you know and have met some of these souls. We do not seek to disturb them, only travel through. I ask that you keep your eye on us and do your best to calm if we, on accident, disrupt anyone's rest. And I would just be like, I'd stand up. I'm going to pray very quietly as we walk through here. So that's what I'm going to do.
Head through. Are you being quiet as you go?
Yes.
Okay. I'll have everyone roll stealth checks at advantage.
With guidance for Clack.
Okay.
With guidance for letters.
15.
15.
Okay.
14.
14.
17.
17. Yana was 14, you said?
19.
19. And Callie, what was yours?
Oh no.
We gotta get the cloak of Kind on Callie.
I rolled 2 4s. I rolled 2 4s.
That's her dice.
I'm
all right.
Tim, that's gonna be 10. Nice little 10. There's something Callie wants to do, but Lennon doesn't know if it's possible, and I don't want. So, can I tell you what I would like to do?
Please do.
Okay. Seeing this, like the massive bodies and armor strewn out in front of her, I would like, because I know my spirit guardians is my order, but I know they're not, and I don't want them to do any damage to anything. But in theory, what Callie would like to do here is just cast it and kneel with them, and then walk through as they would if they were walking through a battlefield together. It's okay if it's not possible.
I will allow you to do it. You will expend the spell slot.
Yeah.
If they're going to travel with you, they will have no they'll have no physical effect.
Okay.
And you will be the only one who perceives them.
Yep.
For the duration of the spell.
Yep.
Cool.
So before I guess Callie would do that. She would call them forth, and she'd take a moment and kneel with them, and she'd walk behind the group, and she'd walk with her order, just like head down, just like slowly walking through with them.
All right. I'll have Nebby, you can make a perception check.
I will do that indeed. I'll guide myself as I do so. Not as great. It's going to be a 17.
Okay. So you head forward, and as you get to the kind of base of the hill, you can see that there's clearly two. As you've been kind of watching and looking at all of this debris as you've been going, there's kind of two distinct styles of armor. What looks like more dwarven armor. You can see there, like you catch the odd rune that looks dwarvish in nature, and generally the size of a lot of the armor seems more kind of dwarven proportioned.
Right.
The other armor, you assume human. It could be elven, similar size. It is ornate but functional. And as you get to the bottom of this, as you kind of climb your way up this hill, you get near the top, probably about maybe 20 feet from the top. And you can see there is a dwarvish set of armor figure. You can see it's kind of what's left of it. You can see the skeleton is kind of exposed in the helmet. There's a few wisps of hair. The helmet is cracked. I'm sorry. You can see the chest plate has been caved in and sundered. And it's holding two sides of a shield that's been cracked in half. It stands out to you because it looks different than the other shields that you've seen. It looks to be made of wood, some kind of solid wood, and it had iron banding. And you can see there was a symbol in the center that has been scorched, and it is covered in dwarven runes. And
I
you can
speak
see
Dwarven.
all They're magical. Like yeah, okay. Actually, no. We'll get to that in a sec. You can see, it's covered in dwarven runes, and you can see the bodies all around this figure all look to be from the other army, the human army. And as you're standing there, letters, you you start to look at these runes, and they look like names. As you start to look at them, it looks like names. It's just covered in names. And you all kind of stop, and you're sort of looking at it, and you feel these hands reach out from beneath the kind of human armor that's surrounding you, and all grab your ankles. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Fuck. Dang.
Do I recognize the names?
They look like dwarvish names. Some of them look like you don't know a lot of dwarves.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a whole kind of range of names.
Well, dang.
Biffer, Bofer, Bomber, Feely, Keely, Oin, Gloin,
Thorin.
Yeah.
We've all seen the Dwarven Ranch.
The traditional ones. Hey,
go ahead, Matt.
Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. It was really, really lovely tracking our way through the Shadowfell with you, all of you who hung out with us. What we are doing after this is we are going to raid a good friend of ours.
Yes.
Adventure Time.
Yes.
Who is a mod for us and helps run our Discord and they are running an amazing stream right now that we're gonna poke in on.
Oh,
I think this is one of their
delightful.
first couple streams. I think maybe third stream.
Absolutely.
Also,
So,
thank
very
you.
exciting.
Thank
for
you,
anybody
Plot
who
Points, for the raid.
For anybody who wants to, please hang out, hop in on this raid, and give them a little Blackwater hello.
And just before we go, Len, tomorrow,
if you want to come hang out with me, I'm doing a 12-hour stream tomorrow on my channel, which is just Len Leno, and I'll be there from 10:30 to 10:30 tomorrow. So if you want to come say hi, I'll be playing lots of games, having some chats, and maybe I'll draw you.
Yes.
So before we go raid, we love you all very much. We will see you on Monday for Chatwater, Wednesday for character development, and then back next Saturday. So
Be safe.
we love you folks. Good night.
Night.
Happy raiding. Bye.